If I'm dating a girl, I don't want cum dripping out of her while I'm fucking eating her out. You know what I'm saying?
But like it can.
Well, if it's a monogamous thing, I don't think that's something you should worry about.
I can promise you she doesn't have to worry about cum dripping off of you from other girls.
Who invited this girl? Who invited this girl? What the fuck is wrong with this girl?
Fuck virgins. Fuck virgins.
You know nothing about sex. You've never had sex before.
This is literally a 1v1 between Justin and a virgin.
You have never, ever. Gentlemen, ladies, non-binaries, people of other, genders that are made up. Welcome to Back to the Wingman podcast. I'm your co-host, Justin Marc. We also have the one, the only, Matt Levine behind the camera. Matt, are you coming to the podcast? Later? Okay. We also are joined...
A guest appearance.
Yeah, I guess I'm taking over today. We have our really good friend, Lucas, here. He's a very special friend, if you know what I'm saying. And we're joined with some very lovely ladies here. We just left the club. We're having a great time, popping bottles, getting crazy. Things were getting wild and weird. And we're like, yo, you know what would be really fucking hot right now if we go home? Shoot a podcast. Anyway, so we've got Maddie. We have Lainey. Lainey, how do you know Maddie? How do you know each other?
Yeah, how do we know?
Do I know Maddie?
Yeah.
I met her last night.
You met her last night. That's cool.
Fuck yeah.
We've got the beautiful Mackenzie. Go subscribe to her OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's really good. You'd really like it.
Do you have an OnlyFans?
No.
We have Sam, the beautiful Samantha. Is that your full name, Samantha?
No, Samuel.
Samuel. Okay, got
my full
it.
name.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, when you guys talk, you have to talk in the mic.
No.
Samuel is my full name.
Okay.
I don't have an OnlyFans.
Grace. This is Grace. She's a real estate agent, so if you want to buy a house, you know what it is. Say hi.
Hey.
Wait, say again.
Hey.
They can't hear you. Say
Hey,
louder.
what's up?
Okay.
What's going on?
Now, before we jump in, everybody, I want everybody to talk in the mic and just give your best moan.
I think I win, but you can go.
That was pretty impressive.
I already did, actually.
All right, your turn.
Oh no, that was good enough for the two of us.
Honestly, I agree.
I think
That
all
was the
three of
best
us.
one.
I think that I don't think anyone can top
anyone
it.
else needs to go.
No,
So,
I don't
girls,
want to go after
question.
That's my sex noise. What about you?
Question. What do you guys look for in a guy? Like, let's say you want to date a dude. You're at the bar at the club and you want to meet a cute boy.
I feel like my initial answer in my head is not something I'm gonna put on the internet.
I feel like we're not going to go to a club to do that. You know what
Really?
I mean? If we're looking for the ideal
Well, you
guy,
guys were at a
it's
club
not gonna be at the
tonight.
club. Yeah, but not
Yeah, we're not
looking for
looking for,
boyfriends
husband.
there, you know?
So what are you looking for? So why do girls go clubbing?
At the club.
No, I think the thing with tonight is we made a lot of girlfriends. And
Yeah,
that's
we're all
literally
friends
the
now.
reason why we all became friends tonight, and that's the reason why we went.
And Justin's like, yeah, that means you guys are gonna come back out tonight or another night. Because you guys all know each other now, so that means that I can make money off you girls. Because it's like, hey, Maddie, your good friends are coming out tonight, so you should come out. And then I'll be like, hey, I want to hang out with these girls, so I'll come out.
Interesting.
So you win. Congratulations.
Honestly, we just like to party. And so the thing is, me and Lucas throw so many fucking parties. Matt too. We throw so many parties that we're like, why don't we just fucking get paid for this? You know what I
I
mean?
feel like that's a
That's
good
pretty
logic.
smart.
Well, like on New Year's, we had a party at my fucking house. Matt invited over 100 girls. Like Matt alone invited over 100 girls. So we had probably 150 to 180 girls.
Matt pulls bitches.
Yeah, no, he does, honestly. Like Matt's an animal. And just letting you know, I'm just giving you a fair warning. Right. Anyway, so yeah, we're like, well, why don't we just make money off of this? You know what I mean? Why not? We get a party anyway. And also my house doesn't get trashed. Because I woke up on New Year's and we already did a podcast about this, and there was heroin needles in the toilet. Yeah, there was
Great.
fucking just
What kind of girls do you invite
condoms.
to your party?
I'm really concerned about what other girls are
Find them on the
going.
street.
I thought
Hey, why do you assume it was from the
can we just,
girls
like,
with the heroin?
I think
Everyone
it's
puts
like
their
guys.
hands up if
that,
they use
ladies.
heroin as a fun
Could've been
drug.
anyone.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
All right.
I don't even drink,
Sick.
let alone do drugs. Drinking is bad for you. You guys know that?
Flush the toilet.
You know drinking is bad
you
for you?
drink?
I don't drink.
I don't
I'm
think
sober.
you can
At all.
flush it either.
I didn't drink a single drink
Why
tonight.
would you put in the toilet then?
Exactly.
Which I respect.
Good
It's just
question.
funny because his Instagram
You're
is
gross.
drunk
It's like
Justin.
who puts them in the
So.
toilet?
Right?
Wait, what?
My questions has exceeded past who does heroin to
It's who puts the
does
heroin
heroin
needle in
and
the
then puts the
toilet.
needle in the
It
toilet.
was weird. Also, the
Like,
toilet
where
was
do you
clogged with
put
diarrhea and stuff.
I wouldn't
Like,
do
I don't
heroin to
garbage
begin
can.
with, but if
Wait,
I
can
did
I ask you a
do
question?
heroin-
So,
yeah.
Maddie, you drink. Does anyone here not drink?
I've never drank in my life.
How often do you guys drink?
Never.
You don't drink? By the way, your friend Andrea is calling me.
Yeah, probably because she's calling me and I didn't pick up.
Andrea, what's up?
Oh, I didn't send her the address. Tell her the address.
Yeah, you motherfucker.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I want to put you in the Bluetooth.
Send her the address.
I don't think this
Okay,
is
I'm gonna
supposed
text
to
you.
go
I'm
on.
gonna text the address.
Send her
Okay,
the
wait.
address. I told her
I'll
I
text
would,
you.
and then I hung up. And
So you guys all drink, right?
no,
You don't drink?
no.
So
Sober.
really? She says that she's like sips her drink, but I just find it really interesting. Drinking's so bad for you. Why do you guys drink?
Because I don't really care about my health.
You don't care about your health. Okay, that's a fair answer.
You know how doctors smoke?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like sometimes you know the consequences of your actions, but like you still want to enjoy yourself.
Interesting.
And even though you know it's not healthy, it's like you're not going to live forever, so you might as well enjoy.
Okay.
In my opinion, a tattoo, no regrets. Like I feel like I should get that.
I feel that.
You have to talk in the mic.
I actually almost got that tattoo.
You guys have to talk in the mic.
I actually want to.
I almost
Like-
got that tattoo.
But like if I got it, it'd be like on my ass. You know, it'd
should
be
do
like
that.
not in a place that like the general public would like judge me for. But like it'd be like
I was gonna get it
got
on my
no
forehead.
regrets on my ass. You know. I feel like that's fair. Yeah. Another way to make my dad proud, right?
Are we going to talk about dads now?
Only
Is
dad.
that going to be
What is your relationship with your father like, Sam? Is it good?
Dad, if you're watching, I'm sorry. No, it's not good.
Why not?
But it's not bad. It's just like, it's kind of like he's not my dad. It's just like a person that gave birth to me.
Wow. So your dad gave you
Sperm donor.
Okay, got
Your
it.
dad didn't give birth to you.
Well,
That's weird.
no, okay, he was part
We don't
of it.
discriminate here. Dad's king of birth. Dad's
No,
king of birth.
I feel like some dads are just not
Dads
meant
can't
to
give
be
birth.
fathers. Like, it's okay
That makes
for him
sense.
not to be part of my life. Like, he just...
Interesting. How do you feel that it's affected your dating life?
Are you a
Be
bigger
honest.
whore because your dad is a piece of shit? That's what he's asking.
No, I feel like I would have been that anyways. Like,
Really?
Even if
Poor
my dad
life
was a
only.
good dad. Because I've had a good life. I don't think I have, like, any traumas in me that made me a whore. I
Question.
think it's
What's your body count?
Just so you know, her dad has nothing to do with the credibility of her whoreness.
I don't want to give him credit for that.
Well, what's
no,
your, but what's your
it's
body
all
count?
her.
I don't want to say my body.
Well, like, give us an estimate, a ballpark. Is it over 100?
No.
Justin, what's your
Over
count?
50?
No.
Hey, Justin,
Over,
what's your body
over,
count?
I answer this on like every fucking podcast.
All right, well,
Go,
you haven't answered
go
it in
watch
front of these
episode
girls.
3.
Honestly, I know the answer, but I'm
What
just
is it?
asking for all these
What is
females.
it?
Isn't it like 350?
It's like it's
318?
around there, something like that. It's fucking,
Yeah.
it's like up there somewhere.
Yeah.
But what? So like,
Look at her face.
over between 20 and 30.
That's exactly my face when I heard that. Too.
It's below 20. It's
below 20.
That's what I'm
Oh,
gonna give you.
so that's like, how old are you?
22.
Yeah, that's like relatively conservative in my opinion.
What would like a high body count be?
I was dating a girl and she told me her body count was
I mean,
between 50 and 100.
300 is
Yeah.
like a little bit
That's a
excessive.
big range, though.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
Between 50 and
And
100, that
look,
could be.
This
Are you
isn't
Justin,
sexism. This
or
is
are
fact.
you a normal person?
Maddie, look at me. This isn't
What?
sexism. This is fact. If a girl has a high body count, she's a hoe. If a guy has a high body count, he's a fucking legend.
I love double
Okay,
standards.
explain it to me why.
They make me so
If
horny.
you are a girl and you want to hook up with a guy,
Justin,
all you have to do
stop.
is show
Justin,
up.
you have to stop. I'm getting too horny off of this. Double standards get me so wet.
It might be a double standard, but it's also true.
Okay, but I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Because
Not
it's
even
easier for
misogyny, it's
girls
just double
to
standards.
sleep
Yeah,
with
that's
a
what I'm
guy
saying.
because you can
Okay,
go
he's not
out
saying
and find
girls
guys.
are shit.
However, girls have standards, right?
Girls
Yeah.
are
You're
not
not gonna
shit
sleep
for
with
having
any
lots of
guy.
For
sex.
sure.
So you have to
It's just
find a
guys are
really
better
good
for having
quality
lots of
guy.
sex.
Of course.
Turn every question.
So
Wait,
the
hold
thing
on.
is-
Girls, wait. If everyone talks at once, it just sounds like gibberish. It's just like,
So why don't you just like let me talk? I'm kidding.
like you can't hear anything. It just sounds like a bunch of people arguing. Wait, so hold on.
That's what it is.
One at a time. Sam, what were you saying?
Basically it.
So
though. I feel like
for
I-
a girl, you can sleep with any guy you want, right? Like you go out, you find a guy, you sleep with him.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, you have to have like high standards, right? Like not
course.
like girls don't sleep with any guy that comes
Of course.
up to them, right?
Of course.
guys will
So
fuck
isn't it
anything.
also hard to find a quality guy?
It
it's
is
not-
very hard because the average guy's a fucking loser. You know, I go to the club and I look at all the dudes. I'm like, you guys are peasants.
I don't really want this.
You know what I mean?
How many guys hit on a girl on a like on average if you go to a club?
If a girl goes to the club, she's probably getting hit
I got
on
hit
at
on
least
once.
100 times a night. At least.
Right.
It depends
I
on the
didn't
club
get hit on once tonight.
because you're on our table.
Facts.
Wait, this is all by design. Me, Matt, and Lucas have sat down and thought about this logically. If you go to the club and you're getting hit on and
Actually, that's
harassed
a
by
lie. I
guys, if guys are like grabbing you and groping you and hitting on you, then you're not gonna have a fun time. You're not gonna want to come back out. And we like throwing parties with quality people, so we make sure that there's no random guys hitting on the girls, unless the girl wants to hit on the guy. You know what I mean? But so the whole point I'm trying to make here is, what do you think? Do you guys like a guy with a high body count?
Not
I
trying
like
to
a
date
guy who,
virgin.
like,
I don't know.
I don't want to have sex with a virgin.
So you have to choose one. You have to choose a guy with over 100 body count
Or a
or a
virgin?
virgin. Choose one.
Virgin.
High body count
Virgin.
for sure.
Virgin.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my logic behind it is like, if you have a high body count, like depending how high, like for you personally, if you have 300 kills, there was a point in period where you did not value the people you were having sex with. 100%.
It's true.
So it's like, you could have come out of that, which is 100% true. And like, you could be valuing the people you have sex with. But it's like, for me to enter a situation with somebody who has had that many people that they've had sex with, number one, like me as a person, I'm up against 300 people that you've been with.
Have you
comparison to somebody
valued
else.
every single guy you've hooked up with?
Yes.
So you never had a one-night stand?
I have never had sex with somebody that I didn't see potentially moving forward with
Interesting.
in my entire life. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never had sex with somebody that I didn't see value in to a certain degree. And like value means that I would continue speaking to them.
Sam, what about you? Would you rather, let's say it's like a long-term boyfriend, would you rather have him be a virgin or would you rather have him have been with like 150 girls?
See, for me, I think
You can teach a virgin.
I don't care too much about body count because if a
Really?
guy judged me based on my body count, then I wouldn't like him anymore.
That
I
makes
think,
sense.
and I don't want it to be like a one-sided thing. Like, I don't want him to judge me based on my body count, and I don't
makes
want to
sense.
judge him based on his body count.
It's funny because a lot of guys actually
It's like,
think
how many
body
people are
count
you
matters.
fucking right now?
Well,
That's
the thing
true.
is,
It's
like,
not as like how many people you fucked. It's like a lot different because like you
think-
could have went through a period in your life.
I think it has a lot more to do with maturity than body count.
100%.
You could have sex with like 500 people, but be the most immature person in the world.
100%.
Or you could have sex with 5 people and be a very mature person. It's way more.
I'm
about
sorry, guys.
maturity,
I'm
but
sorry.
Attractive.
If I'm dating a girl and she's fucked like 500 girls, I'm fucking out.
okay,
Here's the thing though, Justin.
All right, 500 guys. 500 guys.
Here's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't, of all men to have
Fair
a
enough.
say, of all men to have a say in that, I feel like you
Maddie,
are the least qualified to have a say
let
in
me
that.
let
Yeah,
me
but
add the
here's the-
caveat. I was only talking about men in my
Got it,
in my
got it.
example.
Got it. Okay. So the thing is though, if a guy has a high body count, in order for him to have a high body count, he needs to be like charismatic, confident, good looking to a certain degree,
Not
well dressed.
necessarily. He has to find the girls that are fucking insecure and that are like,
not
hey,
true.
give me attention.
The chance of him doing that 300 times is
It's
not the
high.
comedy. It's
They're
not the
so-
comedy.
You really think that girls are that secure? You
I
really
think that
girls
women
are that
by
secure?
nature are really selective because if you get
No.
pregnant by a random
There's
creepy
so
weirdo,
many bitches. You're telling me that there's no girls that you've met that are just like, oh my god, give me attention. Oh my god, like I
I think
like
every
the
girl's like that.
But the
I think
thing
almost
is,
every girl's fucking
every
like
girl
that.
like lots of girl like validation.
If
Not like-
if a
But
girl
there's
likes a
certain
guy, then of
girls
course she wants
that,
attention.
Like seek validation from men as their sole purpose. Like that's what they go for because they don't have validation in any other area in their life. So they meet a man who gives them that validation, and they're like, "I'm gonna accommodate this because I feel special." And it's like, are you really like? I don't know. For me personally, like those, I don't know. I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah, but all girls
I don't wanna
just
shit on
aren't
people.
like that, you know? Like all girls, like no, you know.
I feel like certain.
I feel like guys are like
I
that
feel
too,
like
you
every
know?
girl
Like,
wants that to a certain degree.
they get bitches,
Everyone
they're
wants
so cool,
attention.
you know.
Everyone wants attention from attractive dating
But
partners.
it's like,
Told you right now, my body count
But
is
it's-
0.
You're a liar.
I'm not a
She's
liar.
not-
Swear to
liar.
God,
Like anyone, I'm not. My body count's 0.
you've never hooked up
you
with a
have
guy.
a virgin on your
I've
show.
hooked up with a guy. I've never had sex with a guy.
You've never had sex with a guy.
No.
First virgin.
You're our first virgin. Congratulations.
You should have like some confetti animation. There should be like a confetti animation.
But no, like
you
anyone
animate
who
that?
touched me, I am a virgin.
You can't hear it, but there's cheering. Just like woo.
Justin Ted's like, he's like, I want to fuck that.
So what's your opinion on body
He's like,
count?
I'll take
Okay,
it. I'll take
so
it.
I think as far as sex goes, it means something different to every single person.
100%.
Interesting.
And I think like every single person sees it a different way.
Okay.
But I do think like the first time is something that like I would say like maybe not everyone, but to the majority of
I
people.
think the first time's important.
the majority of people, the first time it holds like some sort of significance.
to girls, at least.
To girls. And I've just never been in a position where I think
She wants to give that up.
that like the first time was like something I'm willing to give up.
How old are
And
you?
I'm 22.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, no, and I just like don't think I've ever been in a position where I think that's something that I'm willing to give up to someone.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I
But
respect
like
that.
I think it does hold like different significance to every single person. So like I don't have
Just like, what do I do with a virgin? I don't even understand how
actually-
to fucking mentally.
I think my first like 3 girlfriends were all virgins. Like I took the virginity. Yeah.
and I like this
Unless
might
they're
be,
lying or
like a
something.
Are
little
you
like
shocked? I'm shocked.
No, I've probably been
Not
like,
about
oh.
you, about him.
Why? What?
you
Him
knew
dating
about me, you knew
virgins?
about me.
Yeah. No, I liked it. I don't know.
But like to the same degree.
Okay, okay. and, like,
No,
I
on
would
the
like to
contrary, my
hear this guy's
ex-girlfriend, like
thoughts
one
on
I just
that.
broke up with, she said her body count was between 50 and 100. Yeah.
Okay, I would like
Weird.
to hear your thoughts.
Don't expose her like that.
Yeah, but no one
He
really
didn't
knows
say
who
name.
she is.
He didn't say a name.
Lucas did say her name once, but it's just a coincidence. Like
Why
he,
would you say that he
like,
said her
I
name?
don't.
Because now you've outed her.
Why would you bring it up again?
You're not allowed. You're not allowed to do that. That's like wrong.
Oh.
Yeah. No one watching is gonna.
That's like
fucking
the
know. Yeah,
the
No one
most
watches
yeah.
my
It's
podcast.
it's the most subtle fucking.
indirect.
Watches it, so it's fine for me to out this girl. You know, there was like
No, like good.
an
for her.
80% chance that I was like, I don't want to be on this podcast to be spoken about. So I was
Well,
like, I should stop talking.
I'm just
to
curious
Matt.
about your opinions. So, question: let's say you're dating a guy. Okay.
My
Let's
opinions?
say you like a guy.
I feel like my opinions are contrary to every single girl that you've ever had on your show ever.
Everyone's different. That's
Can I
that's
ask
the
a
beauty of
question?
reality of life.
Okay,
That's the
Alright.
thing, but like I feel like I've watched a couple of your. I haven't watched all of them. I'm being honest.
What's
but,
your
like,
standard
it's
of
just, like,
guy?
of the people that I've watched? It's just
I'll
like
wait. I'll wait.
sorry. Of the people that I've watched, I just feel like I'm not
yeah.
like
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, Mackenzie, what's your standard of guy? Like, what are you looking for?
I think my most important thing is I want someone that has like ambition. Like wherever they're going in life, I want someone to have like, even if it's not.
She has
something
a
that,
stats and a math degree.
yeah,
You know,
like,
like, she's fucking
I know, but
smart.
have you
That's
not
so
found
hot.
that?
You don't look at
anyone in
her
general?
and like
so
no,
fucking
you
hot.
see
it's
her
not
and
even. It's
she's
okay.
smart and pretty.
So like the only thing is it's not even like I don't care what you're doing. I just want someone to have a goal, like something that they're working towards.
That's beautiful.
I don't care if it's like I don't care what you're actually working towards as long as you have something that you're semi passionate about and you're like putting in effort to get to that goal. I really don't care what it is as long as it's something that you're working towards.
Question: do you think that's probably the most attractive characteristic in a guy?
Yeah. Something that they're like passionate about and they're working towards and they're putting actual effort
I say no.
into.
It's up there.
What would you say is the
Sam,
best?
Sam, what do you think?
Because like I feel like a guy could be super motivated to like his own goals, but like still not value you as a
Okay,
person.
let's say he values you. Let's say you have a
know
great
what I mean?
relationship.
So it's just
Do you
like-
think ambition overall is attractive?
Yeah.
It is.
I
do you think, Sam?
I think ambition.
It's an attractive feature, but it's like
also
that's not the
one of
end all
those-
be all for me.
But I also need them to value my
Right? It's
ambition.
like-
I feel like I've like kind of like dated a lot of guys that didn't like value my goals.
I think
As
it
a person?
depends where the ambition
Mackenzie,
comes
I have,
from.
I have a secondary question.
Yeah.
How long have you? What's the longest period of time you've dated a guy? And then has that guy ever been frustrated that you just didn't want to have sex with him, and you just wanted to be a virgin, or
Yeah.
or he wasn't?
Okay, so
Met your standard.
I was in like a pretty long term relationship, like not long term, like it was under a year, but yeah, definitely was frustrated. But it was something that I don't think I'm willing to sacrifice that in. And if I don't see a future with this person, then I'm
Why would
not
she give
going.
it?
Why would I give that up?
the mic to Lady real quick.
Oh fuck.
I'll give you some insight in my life. So
Okay.
my current girlfriend, she made me like wait, and not made me wait. Like it's not in the bad way, but like she like I didn't have sex with her. I first initially met her in 2019, and it wasn't until 2022. What year is it? 2022.
Yeah.
2022.
It's a year and a half.
And then we finally like now that we became official and like we started like dating officially, then she's like more comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
And that's because a lot of girls have like a long period of like testing people or testing guys before they're very ready to like have that intimacy between them. And Mackenzie, so is that kind of what you've seen, and you haven't like had someone that just like met all the standards that you have?
Yeah. I don't even think it's like testing someone. I just, especially like first time, I guess first time is probably like a big deal to a lot of people, and it is like a big deal to me. And I think as far as like actual sex goes, I everyone sees that differently. I do see that something as like that's shared within a relationship. And I don't think I would do that with someone that I didn't see a serious future with.
Okay. No.
And I think as far as the future goes, like I
you've
know
waited so long.
I know what I want with my future, and I'm not going to sacrifice for someone that doesn't fit within that future.
What's your vision for yourself? What's your future?
Well, I'd like to go to law school, and like I want to like live a lot of different places. And if someone doesn't fit into that future,
Can you describe your ideal like boyfriend or
ideal boyfriend, someone that like values my goals. I really value my alone time, and I like being an independent person. And I think if I was dating someone, I would want them to respect that. Like if I want to go out and like hang out with my friends and stuff like that, like trust me enough, I'm not going to cheat on you. But
Here's the thing though. If you start dating a guy and you lost your virginity to him, like let's hypothetically we're dating.
Yeah.
We start dating for like 6 months. You know, we hook up, whatever, right? And you want to go have a girls' night, I would probably fucking trust you. But if you had a body count of like 87, I would be like, well, you're probably gonna bump into your ex-boyfriend
that's
in the fucking club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like
But
fuck
it's like
that.
you have,
thing,
how
like,
are you?
as
How
far
are you
as, like-
thinking that with 300 though?
Yeah, but the thing is, I cheat too. Well, I don't. I'm trying now.
Oh, no, he
now,
cheats
but
too.
like,
Thing, though,
no.
like-
Okay, hold on. I made a pact with the universe that I wouldn't cheat any more girls.
If I had as many kills as you, like hypothetically,
I wouldn't
like,
talk to you. I'd be like, hey,
but
what the
here's the
fuck is wrong
thing.
with you?
If I was to,
So
and
why
it'd
is
be
it
very
okay that you
easy.
did?
Like it could
Because
be so
for a
easy,
guy
because I'm
to hook up, hold on, pause. For a guy to hook up with a lot of girls, again,
it's harder.
For a girl to hook up with a fucking guy, you just gotta fucking show up. You literally just gotta
So
fucking show
do
up.
you see-
There's
True.
zero effort. For a
100%.
guy to hook up with a lot of girls, you have to have a high degree of status, confidence, personality development, character development for women, for a lot of women to be attracted to you. And then you gotta be
So do
persistent.
you-
Go for what
do
you
you-
want.
do you think that-
make it a consensual, respectful relationship
I
dynamic
feel like you
just to hook
value
up?
a lot
So do you
whether
think,
or not girls will have sex.
So
with
you will hook up with anyone
I don't
then?
care. What?
So you said that like if a guy,
But, like, if you were under
a guy wants to
300.
have a high body count, they have to be respectful. All this shit. Does that mean you have no standards for whatever girls you hook up with?
I never said that. I had a girl trying to go home with me tonight, and I told her, I tried to throw her at Martin. Say again?
I
When
could've-
you're at
I could've-
100.
Okay, so I could have.
Did you have standards at 100? Did you have standards at 50?
What defines and constitutes standards?
Okay.
What does that mean?
What you constitute
yeah.
as standards?
Would you
Did you
disagree?
think you had standards at 50 count when you're trying to get to 100?
The thing is, I was never trying to get to 100. I was
No?
just having fun. I was just like having a high body
so-
count
so
wasn't
you
necessarily even a
say- you
goal.
say it's different.
I was just trying to like hook up and have. Honestly, I was trying to get over my ex-girlfriend. I think the reason I had a high body count was because I was trying to get my first ex-girlfriend. And I was trying to get another ex-girlfriend.
So rather than dealing with your emotional trauma, you had sex.
100%.
Okay,
I would fuck a lot of girls
you
and think
say-
about my ex-girlfriend and cry while I'm like fucking girls.
So, what your
I'm, like,
logic
shedding
is-
a tear. I remember I'd be like listening to this playlist by The Weeknd. It was called Kissland.
You just pretend it was her moaning. Be like,
No,
it's
I
her."
would just be like fucking these girls and be like thinking of my ex-girlfriend, just like shedding a tear. It was
I
crazy.
bet she feels so
Okay.
good watching this.
So
Shout out to
you
her.
would say that the difference between a guy having a high body count and a girl having a high body count is that for a guy
It's
to
cool.
have a high body count, they have to be a certain level, right?
They have to be sick.
So
I would fucking say that. Yeah.
so if a girl was the same level as
She's
said
not sick,
guy,
she's a whore.
and she had the exact same body count, what would you say towards that?
She's a whore.
Gross.
She's not sick.
we could be friends.
And, like, would
we could be
you-
friends.
Yeah.
Would you
Just so you know,
disagree?
some of my closest female friends have very high body counts. So I'm like, we're gonna be best friends, and we're not
that's
gonna
not the
date.
question.
We're not
You know
going
what I
to.
mean?
Okay,
You're
so
deflecting.
Would you
So
disagree?
ask again. You guys are
that-
asking me questions at the same time, and it's
Okay.
like,
Ask again.
Okay, so hypothetically,
Mm-hmm.
if I wanted to, I probably could have slept with a couple guys by now.
yeah,
100%.
okay.
Would you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you? Okay. So does that change who I am as a person?
It does to him.
It doesn't change who you are as
It
a person,
does.
but it does change
the
your life
first time
experience.
I met Justin, he
It
was
changes
like,
your
"How many
experience.
people have you had sex with?" And I was like, "I'm not telling you because like I don't know you
the
as a
thing
person."
the thing is like, would it change like who I am as a
It would.
person?
Fundamentally,
him.
no.
It would to
but
him.
It
He's
like
lying.
does your experiences change you as a person? Yes, it does. Like if you have a criminal history, does that change you as a
Criminal
person?
history.
If
Okay,
you
but
if we were to
what
like
does- what
commit a
does
crime and get
someone
arrested for
sleeping
it,
with
Female.
100 people have
But when
anything
it's a
to do with
guy, it's not a criminal history.
I think your life experience in general does change you as a person. Of course it does.
So it's like
it shapes
so
your
girls should view-
decision making.
If I sat down on this couch and I didn't tell you my body count was 0 and you thought it was
He'd
like
ask
100,
you. He'd ask you.
like how would you view me differently?
He'd ask
Well,
you.
if it was 100, I'd be like, well, I would just be like, okay, this girl probably has trauma.
No,
She
he
probably has
asked.
a lot of like
Yeah.
unresolved trauma.
Okay, but your body count's over 100.
Yeah.
What's your trauma? Please tell me
Fucking
your trauma.
childhood trauma. My dad came home this one day and fucking beat the shit out of me with cables. It's like, whoosh, whoosh, I swear to God. And honestly, every time I see my dad, I tell him the story. And I'm like, and I look him in the eyes. And I'm
You
like,
know,
Dad,
Dad,
you're
you
so fucked up.
traumatized me.
So you still,
Oh, I told him that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
My
so
mom too.
that's the reason why your body count's over 300?
Hey,
No,
Dad,
also-
you beat me as a child, so now I
That's-
fuck
that's not the
300
only
girls a
reason.
day.
The thing
Also-
is, you just told me. You just
the
told me
cables
that if
are
my
one
body count was
factor.
high- no. If my body
And
count was
then-
high,
Yeah, I
you
have
just told
fucking
me.
daddy
You just told
issues.
me that
I have daddy issues.
that like the reason why my body count was high is probably because I probably had trauma. But then you
For sure.
also just told me that the reason your body count is over 300 wasn't because of
Also,
your
because
daddy issues.
I really like hooking up with girls. At least in the past, I did. I'm like a lot more picky now.
What's the difference if a girl really likes hooking up with guys?
There's no difference. I just won't date her. In fact, we might even hook up. I might even hook up with her.
He would
But
hook up with her.
But he wouldn't date her.
I wouldn't date her.
you
I
would
wouldn't get
value
in a
her
monogamous
less as a- no,
relationship with a girl with a high body count.
When they have sex, they're chewing gum.
So
Guys.
the thing
What?
They're
is,
chewed.
the thing
They're chewed up.
is, you would
But
only
when guys have
okay,
sex, it's like, ha, it's funny. They've had lots of sex.
You would only date a girl if you valued her as a person, right?
So again, my ex-girlfriend that I just broke up with like 7 weeks ago, she told me her body count was between 50 and 100. And I dated her and I was madly in love with her.
I feel really
But
bad for
your
her.
your body
being on
count
this
is over
podcast.
300.
I was madly in love with this girl.
That's why I
Say
don't
again?
want to talk to Matt.
Your body count is over 300.
No, I know. And so
Three
I
times
like logically, I'm like, well, I shouldn't judge her because I like her,
Here
right?
I am talking
But
about
and
this.
again, I'm
If I
not
tell you
saying that's what I would do. I'm
anything,
just
it's gonna
saying
be on this
generally
fucking
as a
show.
rule,
That's
I think
fine.
most fucking guys
I'm not
wouldn't
telling
like that.
anything.
Here's another reason too.
Okay,
because one, most guys, the average male body count in their entire life worldwide is 7. The average female body count in their entire worldwide over a lifetime is 14. So women on average have more sex than men. They have more sexual partners than men. And the thing
Because
is,
guys are thirsty. Yeah.
it's not because guys are thirsty. It's
It is.
it's because of the 80-20
guys
rule.
had pussy that available to them,
Of course. As
they
a
would have
stats
way
major-
more sex than us.
But that's not how it
But
works.
the thing is, girls
That's not how
have
it
sex
works.
conveniently provided to them consistently. Like a
For
guy
sure.
will consistently
For sure.
be like, "Hey, I will fuck you."
If
Yeah,
I
of course.
wanted to
all
go
the
and have
time.
sex
Of course.
tonight,
So
I
it's
could
like
have had sex tonight.
the amount
Of course
time.
you could.
Here's the thing.
You don't have to,
the
like,
amount of
that's not
times
even a
a
question.
girl says no to you, like in general, compared to you saying no to a girl, is like exponential, not even fucking comparable. Like
Yeah.
the amount of times she said no to a guy trying to fuck her is like not even remotely comparable to the amount of girls that you've told no to fuck you. Maybe like
Not me.
maybe you.
Here's the
I don't
thing.
know, but
Here's the-
it's just like-
it's evolutionary, right? If you get fucking
But in
knocked
one
up by
night-
some beta, you got to carry
one
his
night.
baby for 9 months.
In one single night, it's just
Probably
like
more
she
than that.
probably has more.
No,
than
but
you.
again,
Probably
right?
not.
The thing,
In one night?
why do girls have to be
Depends on the
picky?
night.
Why do girls have to be picky? It's for your safety, right? You have to test the
It's
guy. You have to figure out.
biological.
It's biological.
Girls only have a certain amount of eggs. They're not gonna fucking
Bingo.
just
But
like have
there you
sex
go.
with anybody.
See, like as far as
But it is. It's a biological.
So that's why I'm
thing.
saying if a girl has a fucking high body count, what's that say about her? It means she's not a high status female. I should not be fucking
are you not-
sharing my resources and genetics
You're
with her.
not a
thing,
high
though.
status male?
I am.
Because like as
Bye. I love you. So what was your question?
So when you start dating a girl, if you're interested in her, like actually
Yeah.
want to see a future with
Yeah.
her, do you wait to have sex with her?
I know I should, but I don't. Like logically, I know I should, but I don't. And the reason is because I want, if I really like a girl, I want to make her emotionally attached. So what I do is I like to fuck her really, really, really good. Like I just want to give her the best sexual experience possible.
that.
So that. How would you fucking know? You're a virgin. What the fuck? You have no sexual experience at all whatsoever.
But
What the fuck are you talking about?
Considering,
Look, I pop
feel
a
like
Viagra.
I feel like if a girl had really good sex, they'd probably stay around. And if
Well,
your body
of
count's over
course.
300, that means that no one's really stayed around.
That's not
But,
true. No, that is hilarious.
You literally
So,
said,
again, true story.
No,
Come
listen,
on.
listen to
Okay,
me.
let's hear it. I'll hear you out.
You just said that if a girl has a high body count, they're probably not a pretty high class girl. So
Okay.
you're probably not a high class
That's
guy. I
not
just-
how it fucking works.
Please tell me the difference. I would really like to hear the difference.
I could come.
He's on my side.
I could.
No,
I
I'm
could.
actually on Justin's side.
I could fucking
Because
come.
he's a man.
I-
Because he's a man.
It's
that's
not
why.
because
a guy with a high
He's a
body
man.
count is most likely someone
Honestly,
that
guys
has some
who have
value, you know?
over
Okay, so let me ask
300
this. Let me ask
body
this.
count.
What do you think
They get me
Drake's
so
body count
horny.
is? What do you think Drake's body count is?
it's
Probably in
really-
the
I wouldn't
thousands.
sleep with Drake.
Yeah, Drake.
I wouldn't sleep with Drake.
So high
He
of
doesn't
body
need to
count,
fucking
I
sleep with
really
him.
wanna fuck
He's got
him.
100 other fucking 0 body count, pretty blonde girls who would have sex with
Before we
them at the
continue,
snap of his fucking
what's
fingers.
And
the high
the
value
thing
man?
Do I have
is-
100 other pretty blonde girls who
How
sleep in
many
the snap
of
of
those
fingers?
pretty
Probably like a
Justin,
dozen.
Are you really
Justin,
comparing yourself
how
to
many
Drake
pretty-
right here?
I'm not comparing myself to Drake.
Are you
compare me to
comparing
Drake.
yourself to Drake right now?
You just asked
How
me,
many
do
of those-
you?
If you met a girl,
Mm-hmm.
she's willing to sleep with you,
Mm-hmm.
but she was someone that you definitely like didn't like see a future with, would you still sleep with her?
For sure.
Yeah, he would.
Of course.
100% he would.
No, you don't have to answer me. Answer for me. Of course I
So-
would. Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay.
I'll shut up.
Why wouldn't I?
On the contrary,
What
you just said
negative
that if,
would-
you
what
just said that
negative
if a
would he have?
girl has a high body count, they're probably not a pretty high class girl.
I'm not
So if-
looking
if they
for
go-
monogamy.
So like, say I went to the club,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really interested in this guy, but he was really willing to sleep with me.
And she's like,
Okay.
And I went and I slept with him.
Okay.
What's the difference between me doing that and you doing that with a girl?
I could have a girlfriend at home in my fucking bed, go to the club, fuck a girl in the club bathroom, and come home with my fucking girlfriend. It doesn't fucking matter because every fucking 30 minutes, my ball sack can make a new batch of cum. And so, like, I could go as much as I fucking want.
Actually, statistically speaking, girls can come more time in a night than a guy.
Okay, but the cum is different. Here's the thing. If you go to the club and you hook up with a guy in the bathroom,
I can make more babies than you.
look at me, look at me. If you go to the club and you hook up with a fucking guy,
can
and
impregnate
then you
more
go
women.
back home to your boyfriend, you might get fucking knocked up by some random dude, and your boyfriend has to fucking take care of it.
I think the fact that you think a girl can come less times than you speaks more to your.
I never
skills
said
in
that.
bed
I never said that.
I think fertility.
I never said that.
It's not-
Look, do you understand something? You have never
You
had
just said the difference is that you could come multiple times a night, and I think the fact that you can't make a girl do that speaks more to you than it
that's
does to
not
a
what I'm
girl.
talking about. That's
Facts.
I'm talking about getting a girl pregnant. I'm talking. She's like,
You
so
didn't
like,
say
oh my
that.
god.
You didn't say that.
If
You
you-
said
I
coming.
actually think
You
what
said
you talked
coming.
about was
I'm
hooking up with
talking
a girl
about
in the
the
club, and I don't think
biological
it has anything to do with
aspects.
pregnancy.
you
I'm
are.
talking about evolutionary
Now you
theory.
are.
I'm talking about a girl gets
No,
like
I'm talking
12
about
eggs
you're
a year.
backtracking now because you said that you can't make a girl come multiple times a night, and now you're like, oh my god, that's because I can come with one girl and then I can go hook up with another, but like I can't make my girlfriend do that, so it's
Okay.
fine.
See, my thing
Okay.
is like, why is
Sure.
fertility
Just
such
like my
a
heart.
huge like?
Because
My-
I don't want my girlfriend.
ego, but
It's okay.
I don't want like if
get
I'm dating a
over it.
girl, I don't want cum
He'll get
dripping out
over
of
it
her
in
while
a
I'm
day.
fucking
He'll
eating
just
her
fuck
out.
somebody and he'll be
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
but like it can.
Well, if it's a monogamous thing, I don't think that's something you should worry about.
I can promise you, she doesn't have to worry about cum dripping off of you from other girls.
Who invited this girl? Who invited this girl? What the fuck is wrong with this girl?
Fuck virgins. Fuck
What?
virgin.
You know nothing about sex. You've never had sex before.
This is literally a 1v1 between Justin
You
and a
have
virgin.
never, ever in your entire life
This is
fucking had sex.
This is
So
the
you have no
best
idea what you're
possible
talking about.
content
She has
you
no
guys
idea what
could
the fuck
ever
she's talking about.
Justin, this
Or
is
you don't.
Justin, you better.
Yeah, okay,
this
sure.
is-
I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking. I just had a fucking threesome before coming over here.
Exactly. So your value of sex is like
really
significant.
something to brag about.
Your
It's not
your
to
value of
it's not
sex
about
is
bragging. It's I'm just
significantly lower
being
than hers.
transparent.
No, it's not about transparency.
No, because you just said that if a girl had a high body count, she's probably not a high class girl. And you just said before you came here that you had a threesome, so you're probably not a high class guy.
Okay, sure.
That's
Okay.
what you've admitted.
It's fine.
That's
Sure.
no.
That's your opinion.
That's
That's
not
your
my
opinion.
opinion. That's
Do you-
not my
do you
opinion.
want your
that's
future
not my
husband to be a
opinion.
virgin?
No, that's not my opinion. It's what you said.
Okay.
That's definitely your opinion, I think.
No.
That's definitely your fucking
he
opinion.
said-
That's
if you know
Yo,
it's
Matt, you gotta
probably
get up on
bunch
this,
of
bro.
people.
We gotta
It's
get you up
probably
in
you're
this.
low class.
Please get the fuck in here.
Here's the thing.
If you have sex with a bunch of people, you're low class. So by
Say
your
again?
standards, you're
I
low class.
can't debate three people at a fucking time. It's like
I'm not debating you. I'm
Okay,
just.
that's fine.
I think
She's
there's
agreeing.
nuance missing from the debate.
There's a
because
lot of
I
nuance
think-
missing.
I mean, obviously a lot,
such
but
as
right
experience.
now-
There's a lot of nuance, such as
okay, no, not-
zero fucking experience.
I'm not talking
Or
about.
probably like I don't know. You probably sucked a dick or something in your
I
life.
agree with her, and I
So
have
like
experience.
you've got a lot of experience.
I agree with her, and I have experience.
I'm not talking about experience. I'm talking
Okay,
about.
but you
what's-
can't talk for her. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But I can agree with her.
no,
I didn't
okay.
say I'm talking for her. I'm saying I
Doesn't
agree
matter.
with her.
It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
My opinion
That's
doesn't
fucking
matter.
irrelevant. It's irrelevant
It's
because
against yours.
no, because you're one fucking person. I'm talking about
Right.
generally for like 80% of social
I'm
situations.
one person. What are you?
Okay.
What are you, Justin?
I'm a fucking dating coach. I've been teaching
You're
dating for a
100
decade.
He's 300 people.
300 people.
300.
It's true. It's true. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So here's the thing though. Are you telling me if you have a girlfriend of yours who has like, I don't know, 200 fucking bodies, you don't think she's a hoe?
I don't think that people going through a certain period of their life isn't us. If you're still consistently having sex with that many people, then I don't want to be involved with it because you are going through
There you
something.
go. You just fucking. you
however-
literally just answered exactly what I was
The
fucking
way
saying.
I see it is
However, if you have that high of a body count and you're not fucking that many people because you went through a period in your life where you were fucking that many people and you're no longer fucking that many people, I'm not going to look at you and be like, hey, I think of you negatively because you went through something. Because like when I look at you at a 300 period phase, I'm like, you went through a heartbreak, you went through whatever you went through,
For sure.
you know, and it's like,
Well, also,
that's
I
trauma.
love fucking bitches too. It's fucking
No,
amazing.
okay,
But
Love
it's
it.
like
It's great.
That's surface level. But like fundamentally, it's like emotional problems. It's codependency issues. It is a lot of things that are like psychologically like.
Of course it is.
You can break it
Of
down
course
to.
it is. I
So it's
agree with
like,
it. I was honest and open about that from
If
the
you
very
want to
get-go.
take it to that degree, it's like when I look at those situations, it's like you have an emotional issue.
But here's the thing.
So-
if a girl has a high body count, do you think she's more likely to cheat on her future partner?
No,
It's okay.
I think
So-
if she's consistently
Okay, hold
fucking
on.
that many people,
Let's let Mackenzie
Okay,
talk.
so I don't see someone any differently based on the amount of people that they've slept with.
Interesting.
I think that means
It's interesting because you split with 0 people.
No,
So like you,
well, exactly.
you wouldn't have an
So
opinion.
I would hope you wouldn't value me any differently as a person. And I think that someone as a person and what they bring to the table, like drive as like a human, I would hope that the amount of people that they slept with wouldn't affect that.
interesting.
And I don't see you any differently based on the amount
character.
of people you've slept
Okay.
on. It's the way you
That's a
view
lie. You were calling me a
No,
low
no.
class fucking guy because I
No,
hooked up with
it
300
wasn't
girls or
that
whatever.
talk about
It's not the amount of people you've slept with. It's the way you would view a female who has slept with the same amount of people. It's not.
I
it's
would
not
be
the,
friends
no,
with
no,
her.
no. It's not the.
I wouldn't
amount,
date her.
Yeah, it's not the amount of people you've slept with. It's the way you view someone who has slept with an equivalent amount of people, as you would view them less as a person.
But do you realize it's delusional? Like, do you realize that that thought process is
Do
literally
you
fucking
realize
delusional?
in
It's
your
delusional.
It's
thought
double
process
standards.
is a delusion?
I understand what you're
Please tell
saying.
me in what way this is.
I hear you and I understand
men are
why.
allowed to have sex with a lot of people. Women aren't. That's what
No,
he's saying.
everyone
That's
is
what
free
he's
to do whatever they want.
He was like,
Everyone's
you
free?
so
Everybody's
you
free?
can
Whores if they do
no,
it.
No, you can sleep with
Exactly.
as men. You can sleep with as
Exactly.
men.
Everyone's free, but women are whores if they do it. Men aren't.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with being a whore. I'm a slut. I'm the biggest fucking
But you
whore I know.
wouldn't date a girl
I
that
don't.
slept with the same
I don't know a
woman.
girl.
That's the same
I've never met a girl who's a bigger slut than I am. Straight up, I've never
don't
met a
doubt
girl.
Like, if you did, you wouldn't date that
My
girl.
ex-girlfriend.
You couldn't date a
oh man, I'm
300?
gonna say some crazy
What
shit.
girl is trying to have
I'm
sex
saying
with
I
300
could care.
people?
I could care less.
I wouldn't date that girl either.
Exactly.
My
I could
ex-girlfriend
care-
was sitting on
I
my
could
couch.
care- No.
I came down the street to Matt's place, fucked her girl in his bed, and then went home and I was like, "Hey babe, how are you? I miss you. And I just want to get some coffee." Here,
But
give me
how
Starbucks.
embarrassing is that to be that girl?
That's so fucking
It's
embarrassing.
fucking horrible.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
fucking embarrassing for you.
I felt bad.
It's embarrassing
I really
for that
liked her.
girl.
You should have some
Really liked
fucking
her.
standards. If you're gonna date
She
a
should have
person, it should be
standards.
someone that you fucking care about.
But it's like,
and if
imagine
you
being
care
the
about
girl that
someone,
agrees to that.
you should
So
treat them the way.
here's the thing you don't fucking understand though. I can be madly in love with a girl, like madly fucking in love with a girl, and I could go fuck another girl and it means nothing to me.
Yeah, it's
But the
codependent.
thing
It means
is,
nothing.
If that girl found out,
Codependency.
it's not about.
If she
what-
found out, she'd be devastated. She did. Laura, my ex-girlfriend,
Can I please speak
we're
for
in
a second?
Finland. She found out I was cheating on her. She was heartbroken. She was
100%.
devastated.
Can I please speak for a second?
Sure.
Okay, so it's not about how
Mm-hmm.
you feel while you're fucking that person. It's like if you know that doing that action would hurt the person that you care most about in this world,
Then you don't care about them.
then you don't care about that person. It's
That's not
It's not about how you
That's not
feel
true.
about that person. It's how you feel about
affecting
making
them.
that person feel that way.
you don't give a fuck about
You
how
don't
the other
care
person
about
feels.
that
By the way, I'm not
person.
advocating for cheating. I think cheating's fucking horrible. I regret doing it in the past, like hardcore. Like hard, I think it's a really bad fucking thing. I don't think if a girl cheats on me, it is fucking like I've been cheated on, and it fucking hurts so much.
It hurts his
Yeah.
feelings.
It hurt
The reverse
so
is like it's-
fucking much.
it's
No,
less.
like seriously, like, it was fucked up. And like, so I think cheating is really bad on both sides. So I think go into relationships with honesty. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you.
I let girls know from the very beginning.
You probably
we're not
value
dating monogamous.
yourself as a
Wait,
person. Like
of course.
you think
Doesn't
you're a
everybody?
great person. So
Sure.
please tell me why
Yep.
a female that has done the exact same things as you is any different.
Because for a girl to hook up with a lot of guys, zero
So
effort,
all it takes
zero
for
energy.
a guy is to say yes.
They think that
Yes,
it's
that is fucking true.
I'm not allowed to speak on this because I haven't had sex. But if
Exactly.
if I had
You have
sex
no
with, if I had
sexual
sex with as
experience,
many people
so
as
you
him-
can't fucking talk
person
about
you
this.
speak.
If I
But at least you're not a whore.
Many people as him,
At least you're not a
Then you're
whore.
allowed.
I'm not allowed to speak because I'm a whore.
Yeah.
But I
Only
also
whores.
can't speak because I haven't sex with anyone.
No whores and no
but
virgins.
I can't like if I
Only
did
in the
have
middle.
as many sexes.
If you've had 20 people you've had sex with or lower, you're allowed on this podcast.
But
No, I never said
he is
that.
apparently not allowed because
I
he's had sex
I
with
generally,
over
I mean,
300 people,
my,
and
my
if I
new
did,
rule.
I'm too much of a whore to speak right now.
I get that.
But like because
I
I,
don't like
haven't,
whores.
I
Stop
also
talking.
can't speak.
Stop talking,
So
you
I think I'm
whore.
just gonna be silent from now
So
on.
this is my opinion.
Okay.
There's some people that are just going through a phase where they just like to hook up, and then sometimes there's some people that want a relationship, and then they seek people that, you know, independent of their body count. Usually, guys with high body counts seek out women with lower body counts, and women with like high body counts don't really seek out relationships, from my experience. But
So
I
a girl
honestly-
that
I
has
feel
slept
that.
with
I do feel that.
No. But a girl
I
that
think
has
that
slept
girls
with a lot of
who have
people
higher body
doesn't.
counts, like, I don't-
she probably like just because she
I don't
slept
think
with
they
the same
wanna
amount
date.
of people as you, she probably doesn't deserve a relationship ever. You know what I mean?
Why
No.
would
Like,
why
she
would I
probably-
want to give
that's not
a
what
girl a
that's not-
relationship?
That's not what I
Okay,
said.
so
She's
you
had
would,
sex
you
with all
would
these other
be in a
dudes.
relationship
No.
with
What
her
the
though.
fuck?
But I feel like if
Can I-
I was
can I-
like
can I-
approaching you,
can I-
I would
can
feel
I-
the exact
oh
same
my
way
God.
about you,
let's
Justin.
let him say something.
Okay, hold on.
You got. I want to hear.
No, let's let him say something.
Okay, so wow, I could.
No,
hear
I
myself
want
now.
to hear what you say.
All right, so it's not that it's personally I wouldn't seek out a girl
How are
that has
you?
high body count.
Mm-hmm.
But I
What's
wouldn't.
What's your body count, may I ask?
What's
me
my
drink?
body count? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't really
like the
want to
vodka?
disclose it. I don't know. It's private.
Okay, so a girl also doesn't have to disclose that then.
I don't even
No,
know
I
where
totally
my phone
agree.
is.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
But you wouldn't seek
Do you
out one
disclose
with a
that to your
high body
girlfriend?
count, but she
I'm on a
she doesn't have
podcast
to
and
disclose
I'm
it.
just talking.
So you
What
don't
about
know
for a
if she does or
relationship? Do you
not,
think you
right?
guys have to disclose your body count to your partner?
Fuck yeah.
Okay,
We need
so
more drinks. 'cause
anyway,
this
so
podcast is-
if a girl with a high body count wants a relationship, I think that's totally valid. And she could find someone that is like okay with her having a high body count, and there's plenty of guys that.
Okay, I also
Hey, podcast.
would not be interested in a guy that has a high body count. Then what do you have to say
Okay,
to that?
it's just preference.
Listen,
That's
I
totally
think it's
fine.
okay that
so
you
why
don't
is it
want a girl
okay
with
for
a high body
you
count.
to have one then? What-
That's an assumption.
No, but like, why is it okay for you to have high body count but not a girl?
All right, so
Because I'm gonna date a
would
girl
like
who doesn't
those
care
things.
about.
you just
Here's the thing.
you just like asked a question to someone else. All right.
No, but
I'm gonna date a girl who's okay with my high body count, but I'm not gonna date a girl with a high body count. And it's that fucking simple.
So do you think it's important for a girl to disclose her body count?
If I'm gonna monogamously date a girl, I want to know about her background. I want to know about her ex-boyfriends. I want to know about her fucking criminal history. I want to know because look, if I'm gonna spend money taking her to fucking Europe or taking her to fucking Tulum with me or some shit, or like fucking introducing her to my mother, yeah, I want to fucking know about her past so I can predict the future because the past is a very good predictor
Okay,
of the future.
so you would say that the amount of people a
No,
woman
it's not
has
just the
slept
amount.
with
It's not just the
is a
amount.
prediction
It's
of
more
the
of
future.
it's more to get a feel on her past behavior.
And-
For example, I'm gonna want to know: have you ever cheated on a guy?
So
right?
this is a girl.
I'm gonna want to know, like
that
for
has
example,
never slept with a guy.
Okay.
That is sticking up for girls
Sure.
that have slept with.
again, that's irrelevant to this conversation. If another great example, if I'm dating a girl and she tells me, "Yeah, I've cheated on guys in the past," I would want to know, like, so what percentage of the guys you dated did you cheat
But
on?
you
Was
just
it,
you
like,
just
all of
talked
them?
about how great cheating was.
I didn't talk about how great cheating was. I wasn't saying it was great.
You said now you regret it, and now you would never
I
do
always
it.
regret it after.
But you literally just said like, "Oh yeah, I fucked a girl, and then I came back to my girlfriend."
It's called sex addiction, baby. Well, it's a mix of sex addiction and knowing when to break up.
So you said it was an addiction,
for
which
sure.
would, like implies
sure.
that you
For sure.
now view
I don't
it-
drink alcohol or do drugs or play video games or jerk off. So yeah, I fuck a lot of girls.
So what if a girl at one point had a sex addiction
okay,
and is now like the same as you?
we
Like,
can be
doesn't
friends.
drink
We can be friends.
You can
but
be
I'm not
friends,
gonna
but
date
you
her.
wouldn't date.
No,
So why would I ever fucking like? Why would a girl ever fucking date you then?
it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter.
No, it matters if you want a girl to date you.
She's gonna get fucking cheated on. And I will tell her that. Like, I'm so fucking honest with it. I actually have a girl in my bed at my house right fucking now. She's in love with me. She's told me she's in love with me. She told me she wants to date me. And I've made it very clear to her.
Name her right now, so she
I'm not
can
gonna
hear
name
this
her.
on the podcast.
I'm not. She was gonna come here. I think you met her tonight. But anyway, I made it very clear to her. I'm like, I wouldn't. First of all, I wouldn't date you because you fucked a bunch of my fucking friends, or like 3 of my friends, right? But then also, I'm not gonna fucking date you because you have a high body count, and I told her that. And then I also told her I'm not gonna date you because I'll probably end up fucking cheating on you. right? Think about why do people cheat? Why do people cheat? It's usually because they're insecure in the
Okay with
relationship.
her being in
Now
your
you're
bed
getting
right now.
into
Yeah, that's fine.
Obviously, she had a way of getting into your bed.
Yeah, we had a threesome.
Okay. Well, if she fucked someone else, how would you feel?
I already told her that she'd be a hoe. But okay,
But you can fuck
objectively,
someone else
yeah,
and
of
it's
course.
okay
We
because,
we
like,
fucked a
you-
girl together.
Okay.
Anyway, so objectively, I actually probably wouldn't be that bothered by it. Her specifically. If I'm attached to a girl, if I'm like in love with a girl and she fucks someone else, I'd be really upset. For sure, I'd be
Would
really
you
upset.
cheat on someone you're in love with?
I have before, and I didn't like it. I hated that I was doing it.
Why
but
did you do it?
I was just fucking.
Sex
I
addiction.
was just fucking horny. I was
But
young. I
if
was
a
horny as
girl was
fuck.
fucking horny, that's not okay. She's
I'm-
a whore.
I'm not
She-
saying-
if a girl. Okay,
But here's
so
the-
if
here's
a
the
guy
difference.
was
I
horny,
admit
it's
I'm a
just
fucking
addiction.
whore.
It's just addiction.
I
so it's
admit I'm a
okay.
whore.
If a
Girls
guy's
can
horny,
admit
it's just
they're whores
addiction.
too, though.
Yeah,
It's
there's nothing
okay.
wrong with that,
It's,
and I
no,
appreciate
it's
honesty.
okay if a guy does it. But if a girl's horny, she's a fucking whore. Probably, right?
100%.
That's
She's a dirty
that's what you're
fucking
saying.
slut.
So like a guy,
You're a
no,
dirty slut.
it's just addiction. It's just addiction. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
No, it's because I have daddy issues. But like if it's a girl, she's probably a fucking whore, right?
I was in Finland, in Helsinki, with my ex-girlfriend Laura, and she read my journal.
Laura,
my
we're talking
ex-girlfriend.
about Laura right now.
It's Laura.
I have a feminist moment.
Anyway, so
Stop having a feminist moment.
Laura.
Oh my god!
read my
I should
journal.
probably quiet myself because I have opinions and I'm a woman. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Like, take the mic
Sure,
from me.
we should take the mic away from her.
Okay, we have a long mic now.
Hey, everybody. Anyway, so yeah, Laura read my journal, found out I was cheating on her, so I started crying. It was great. It's fucking awesome. Because I felt bad. I genuinely felt bad. I didn't want her to fucking. I didn't.
No, I can't have opinions.
We're gonna get to Lainey.
No, I'm a woman. I can't have opinions. I'm sorry.
You're allowed to have an opinion, but does your
No, I
opinion
can't.
matter?
I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter. Like, I don't know.
Does it matter to you?
Her opinion? No, it doesn't at all. To her.
Okay.
Exactly.
Ow.
So no,
Zero.
why do you have to have it a mic then? It's fine.
What? No, you can have a mic, but you're a little bit crazy. You can 100% have a mic. You're the one who gave it to me. But again, like, so like, here's the thing. If a girl fucks a lot of guys, there's nothing wrong with that. Most of my female friends, I encourage
so
them
you date her
to.
then?
I wouldn't date her. Why would I date her?
there's nothing wrong
Would you
with
date
it.
a homeless person? Would you date a meth addict? I'm not gonna date a fucking girl
Okay, so
who
a girl that has slept with the exact same amount of people as you is a meth addict?
She's probably a sex addict. She's definitely a fucking hoe.
But
Like
you
you.
just said you were a
100%.
sex
You're a
addict.
sex addict, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Again, for a guy to have sex with a lot of girls, he's got to be charming, charismatic, have a great personality.
But he
maybe
has
have a
no
nice car.
standards because he slept with a lot of girls, and a girl
That's
that
not
slept with
true.
a lot of guys
That's not true.
is
But
not
it's also-
charming and charismatic.
So you're telling me that all
And is not a
300 of the girls that he had
high-quality
sex with
girl, but,
are
like, the
low
guy
status
has had sex
or
with her.
ugly?
What
the
about
fuck?
the guys? Like, if a girl has sex with a lot of guys, she also needs to find a
it'll hurt
high-value
his
man,
feelings
right?
because he knows that the 300 like
Too many people are talking at once. One person needs to talk at a time. So yeah, again, if I'm seeing a girl, I'm like pretty open. I would consider myself polyamorous. If I'm like just fucking a girl and she fucks someone else, I usually don't even care. But if I'm like in love with her, I do care. If I'm monogamously dating her, logically, I do fucking care. That pisses me the fuck off, right? But again, if I'm just friends with a girl and we're fuck buddies, whatever, and she fucks another dude, it doesn't bother me. However, he needs to be a high status guy.
Okay,
Because
but-
no, if she fucks a loser, if she fucks some fucking like loser at the club, I'm never fucking that girl again.
What I mean is, like, based on your logic, you have to be a high value man to sleep with a lot of women, right?
Yeah.
So,
course.
for
like,
women
okay,
to sleep
so
with
a
a man, they have
high-value
to be a
man.
high value.
No, they
man.
don't. They just have
Then
to fucking
why
show
are
up.
so a
high-value
man
men
has
getting all
slept
the
with
girls?
a woman that's not a
Because
high
that's
value woman.
nature.
Then.
So
That is
women are looking for
fucking
high value
nature.
men. Like, I'm trying.
Yes,
to find
women
the
look for a high-value man.
connection
Okay,
between
I will say that the standard of what makes a high value man is way lower than what makes a high value woman. Like you
Do you
just
know
got to be
what's-
pretty
no,
and
no,
like.
no.
Yeah, of
fair.
Do
course
you know what sounds like the standard?
That's the
standard
truth.
sounds like convenience.
It is convenience, and for a man to have the convenience of a woman, he has to be very successful.
So a man would sleep with.
No,
A low-value
if he has
woman
the option of
How many
sleeping
times
with
did you get
that
hit on
many women.
tonight? At the club, how many guys were checking you out, trying to talk to you, trying to be like, oh, you're so pretty. Let me buy you a drink. I think you're cute. Come to the bar.
Yeah.
Come to my table.
What I mean
right?
is, like, do you think high standards are higher for women or for men? Like, do you think?
I think the standard, especially in a city like Toronto, a man has to achieve a lot higher of a standard
So if a man was coming up
to
to me,
to get the
and-
same result.
he was trying to hit on me and stuff like and trying to sleep with me, and I did say yes. Would you view me as any less of a person?
No. I would view you as a 22-year-old woman who's trying to have a fun, hot girl summer.
But
What's
it
wrong
also,
with a
for
woman who's done
in
that?
Justin's logic, it would also depend on the man. If the man is a high value man, it would also depend on how high value you are.
If he
I'm
was like
just
some
following
sketchy
Justin's
dude,
line.
I would just be like, what? Like, it's weird. And I still wouldn't judge it. I'd be like, whatever. Like, to each
But you
their
would
own.
date me.
If I know that you're doing that every single weekend for like 7 years or whatever, and then you've got like,
But you've done that every single weekend.
no, that's not true. I've been in monogamous relationships.
Yeah.
I was in a 1-year monogamous relationship where I
But
never
there's
cheated on my
been
girlfriend.
periods of time where you weren't, where you would have done that.
And that's fine because again,
But it's
comes
not
back
fine if
to
a girl does
it comes
that.
back to the fact that if you're gonna have a high body count, right? If you're a girl,
Yeah.
you're a girl with a high body count, there's no added value there. You just need to fucking show up.
So
For
I have no value as a human if
I never
have
said
a
that.
high body. But
I never said that.
A high body
I'm
count.
saying in order for you to have sex from a guy, you don't need to do anything. Would you agree? Would you disagree with that? Are you disagreeing with what I'm saying? In order for you to have sex with a guy, do you have to put in who has to put more effort in, the guy or the girl?
The thing is, I'm not.
It depends
talking
on
about
how
the
attractive
effort.
the girl is, by the way. It's not just like any girl.
Right.
I'm talking
But
generally.
what I'm
here.
talking about is not the effort that the girl puts in. I'm talking about you've been mentioning high value men and how you have to be like a high quality man to get girls in Toronto, right? Like
In
you
any
can't
city
be
on the
like an
fucking planet.
ugly guy with no job, with no ambition, and then get any
there you
girl
go.
you want. Right. What I'm saying is, how easy is it for girls to find those high quality men? Like
It's not
is
easy
it-
at all whatsoever.
Right.
You are 20.
course.
Okay.
A girl has, but a guy.
How
doesn't
about
have that
this,
standard.
Mackenzie?
To date
you
a
are-
girl, yeah, you do.
Listen,
a guy has to have
Mackenzie-
standards
But
to
to sleep
date a
with a
girl.
girl, you don't.
No,
but
you
to
don't.
sleep with a
Let me-
guy,
let me
a
make
girl
this
doesn't
I
point.
can
have
come
to.
in her in the club bathroom, tell her my name is Joseph, and I'm from Taiwan, and I can leave and never see her again.
Okay, let me make
A
this
girl
point.
can also do
Mackenzie,
that.
how
And then
long
she
have you
gets
been
pregnant.
going out in Toronto?
Like years.
Years,
Okay.
right? You haven't found a guy that met your standard.
No.
Yes. Okay. I don't know a guy that's your age that's a virgin that's looking for a girl that's.
I'm also not looking for a virgin. I'm just looking for someone.
I'm
that's
not. I didn't say you're looking for a virgin. I said that's looking for like someone, anyone, right? I don't know a guy that's a virgin your age that's gone out as much as you. So girls in Toronto have higher standards, which means the standard of guy in Toronto is higher than what guys value girls in Toronto, right? The reason why the standard is so high for guys is because the amount of guys that meet that standard are very few and far between. If you go out in a club night, you're going to meet a lot of students. You're going to meet a lot of guys that, maybe have dreams of being successful, but actual guys with like good character, standards, principles, guys that you actually want to see a future with are very far and few between. Would you
Yeah.
guys agree with that? So
Yeah.
for a guy to be of that standard, it takes a lot. It takes like discipline in terms of character. It takes looks. Let's be honest. Girls have standards in terms of how attractive a guy has to be. If they don't have the looks, they have to even be more charismatic or successful. Or if a guy has to meet a standard of a girl that's actually attractive, actually have value, he has to meet a lot more qualities than a girl for that guy. Generally, personally for me, the girl that I ended up with met like the same standard I would like most girls have for guys, right? But that's not really the case for most people, right? So I don't know what I'm saying, but anyway,
Theoretically. Yeah.
what I'm saying in general is that guys have to live up to a higher standard than girls in Toronto. That's kind of like the gist of what I'm saying.
If you're looking for a partner, you're looking at her as a human being, correct?
Yes.
What does that have to do with her vagina?
No, nothing.
So
The values I have
if
for
to a
finding a
girl-
partner or being attracted to a girl is her character. Like for
character,
example,
yeah.
for me, one of the main points is like a girl that contends with me, that has similar like humor to me, that doesn't take my shit, and like kind of like also isn't someone that has a high body count or is someone that just like sleeps around and chooses
again,
anyone.
what does that have to do with her character? Because you just said a lot of things about a girl's character,
Mhm.
and at the same time, you tied in her body count in the
Yeah.
same sentence.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, that's just personal preference. Maybe I'm not. I haven't raised to like the
So
20th
why-
level of consciousness to disregard that. But personally, for me, maybe it's ego, maybe it's my immaturity. But I value a girl's body count. I want.
So do most guys, by the
Yeah.
way. So do most
Yeah,
guys.
no, I understand that most guys do.
Here's the thing: any guy who doesn't, if you're gonna have a single guy who has dating a girl who has a high body count, it's because he can't get better. He can't do better.
I think
You understand
you're
that?
generalizing now.
I'm not generalizing.
No.
If
Here's my thing.
a guy has a 5 body count, his girlfriend's fucked like 50 dudes, then it's a very clear example that this dude is a low status guy, has no game, he's probably not in the best shape, and he does not know how to attract a better partner. Now, however, it might be the exception that the girl has an amazing personality, she's an amazing person, right? I've dated girls who are fucking incredible people. The last girl I broke up with, I think she was an amazing human being. I had nothing bad to say about her personality. Was she a hoe? I think absolutely. Absolutely she was fucking a hoe.
But this has nothing to do with, I think it's different if a girl cheats on their partner. If you're specifically committing to a monogamous relationship, a non-monogamous relationship is different. But if you're committing to a monogamous relationship, I think it does speak to your character about, like, committing to this person. Like, if you're going to tell someone you're going to or not. What does it matter outside of that, prior to ever meeting you, prior to ever committing to that? What does that have to do with them? Not, like, your personal opinions, your personal bias and stuff like that, but them as a human being.
Nothing. They might be an amazing person.
Yeah,
you wouldn't
there's
date
no,
them.
there's no
No,
way to
I
know.
won't fucking
Like
date
you
them.
have to just like it's about like hedging your bets.
Or maybe you do date them. But like again,
You know?
last girl I was fucking dating, I met her at a sex party. We had an orgy. She fucked my friend in front of me. True story. She fucked, like it was weird. I was like trying not to look because like I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like fucking the dude's like girlfriend. And while he's fucking this girl, I met her through him, and then I decided to date her anyway. So I met her at a fucking sex party, took MDMA with her, right?
Yeah.
Watched her fuck my friend while I'm fucking my friend's like girlfriend / fiance. I didn't want to fuck her. I didn't want to fuck the fiance. I just want to fuck the one girl.
Correctly, unless I'm delusional, since I've sat down here, you have told me multiple times that if a girl had a high body count, you wouldn't date them.
She had a high body count. I started dating her. I didn't know where her body count was, and I
Then
eventually
why
found
did you
out.
tell me that?
Say again?
Why
I
would you?
didn't
why
mention
would
it.
You, no,
No, I mentioned my
you
ex-girlfriend had
told
a
me.
50 to 100 body count.
We can re-roll this, right?
I definitely said my
we can
ex-girlfriend
wind back.
had a 50 to 100 body
I'm
count,
pretty
and it was
I'm
gross.
pretty sure I'm not
I was grossed out
delusional.
by it. I found out
can
that she'd
rewind
fucked people I
this.
know. That's weird.
Justin's a very bad example. He
Okay,
did,
thank you.
He would date someone with a high body.
Before 20,
Because I don't think I'm going
18?
crazy. I don't think I'm going crazy. I think we can rewind this. And
That's fine.
So you just want to rile us
re-listen
up.
to that
Yeah.
exact sentence.
Content is king. Are you kidding me? You don't have an episode out this Sunday.
You're just trying to.
So this
make her look crazy.
episode is just me talking about not sleeping with anyone. Is that what this whole episode is? Yeah. The title is just going to be like, Virgin speaks to us.
Virgin versus.
Justin Mark argues with a virgin.
That's actually a perfect episode title.
God, I'm so fucking hot.
Speaking of which, I actually
And again,
I need to
just
go
so you
home.
know, my last
soon.
2 most serious relationships both had really fucking high body counts. My ex-girlfriend was 30 and
Then why
probably
did you tell me
fucking
So all
multiple
you
times
said
you
is-
wouldn't?
because I didn't know. I didn't know that they're fucking hoes.
So it didn't matter.
So
to
it
you.
doesn't
No, I was in love.
matter to you.
I was in
then.
love. I'm just saying generally
So you would
logically.
still date a
Above all.
person with a high body count then, which is the exact opposite of what you told me earlier.
No, I think they're both fucking whores. I think Valentina's a fucking whore, and fuck you, Valentina. I haven't seen her in a year and a half, but I think you're a fucking whore.
Valentina.
Fuck you, puta.
I think
Sorry,
you're a great
Valentina.
person, and if
We
you're
love
listening-
She's horrible. She beat me.
I love
have a
you.
scar on me because she hit me.
Valentina.
Yeah, I told her I want to break up with her, and she started fucking hitting me. She like
hit her
scratching
back?
me and shit. No, what the fuck? I packed my shit in a bag, jumped in a fucking taxi,
actually,
told him to go to the airport, booked the
Okay.
flight, and flew home.
Yeah,
I was in Mexico.
That's not cool.
Yeah, she's a
That's
fucking
abuse.
psycho whore.
Valentina, do not
I fucking hate that
talk about
bitch.
boyfriend.
What,
I fucking hate her.
also isn't
Objection,
cool is having
hearsay.
a double standard.
Respectfully. I mean that respectfully, Valentina. I hate you respectfully.
Sustain.
Johnny
And
Depp.
I'm really
so-
sorry if you did go through
No, I
that.
did. I'm not making that up.
I
It's a
gotta
true story.
go.
She's a fucking
I
cunt.
am really
And
sorry if you
sleep,
did go
it
through
is
with
like
that.
almost 5 a.m.
What time is it?
Thanks, Lucas.
4 a.m., dude. Don't be
My
pissy, bro.
guest
Fuck.
appearance has ended.
Okay.
See, buddy?
bye.
I'll be Lucas.
Yeah.
No, Matt told me, he's like, yo, the next podcast we do, you have to fucking argue with the girls. You have to like debate them.
Is this
I
your
like
comeback
how
for
you
making
make the
yourself
girls
seem
look
like a
crazy.
shitty person?
All right, move over.
What?
I gotta sit down next to Justin.
Because it was nice to you all night. I didn't fucking hit on you once.
Thank you.
super
I
cool.
really appreciate you not doing that.
It's like he
I was
says
with
the
other bitches
dumbest,
Mackenzie.
horrible.
Okay, sorry.
Sam, don't be mean. I have feelings too. I'm a human being. Girls, I'm a fucking human being. You have to be
I
nice.
think I have.
Yo,
I think we get the point. You're both right.
reality is subjective.
You
Reality is subjective.
you guys are
can
both
be
right.
right and I can be right. Do you understand that? Because we're coming from two different places.
I think you both have different values.
Of course we fucking do.
And-
Everyone has different values. I also
obviously,
love Donald Trump.
obviously.
I fucking love Donald Trump. I
Okay,
think we need to get him unbanned from Tinder. Sorry, Twitter, and Tinder too. And I think he needs to make America great again.
I don't like you, Trump.
Why? Oh, okay.
Okay, I think I've been civil up until this point.
I love Trump.
I have been really civil up until this point, and I think I've talked to you really like
Okay.
respectfully and
Sure.
stuff like that.
No, you didn't. You're fucking super rude. What the fuck?
no,
You were getting personal. I never got personal with you. I could have,
No,
but I held back.
I never
don't
said
wanna make
anything
you cry.
more personal.
you?
I
You
think
said
if we
her
rewind
opinion
this,
was
the only
not
thing
bad.
I
I said it
ever
was
did was
irrelevant,
repeat
which is
exactly
true.
what you told me. And I've made a point of that. Like since the beginning of this, I've never made any assumptions about you. I've only repeated
Okay.
exactly
No, you didn't.
word for word.
No,
No, we
Trump
can
put words in
we
my
can
mouth.
rewind
Many
this
times.
if you'd like to go
We'll let
through.
the viewers decide. Leave a comment down below. What do you think?
Who edits
What do you
this?
think?
Stop saying
no, if-
rewind. I'm gonna have to do the work.
Yeah. No. If you want to go, if you want to go back through this
like poor editor.
this episode, and I have made a point of this.
Okay.
The only things I've ever done this entire episode
Sure.
is either theoretically bring up situations. I have not
Okay.
made any assumptions about you. I've only repeated things that you've told me.
Mackenzie's
the-
like, gotcha, bitch.
Here's the thing about theoretical
No. We can go back through
situations,
this.
though.
And
It's not real. It's not grounded in
I
reality.
feel
have a lot of
really-
experience.
No,
I've been
no.
to 50 countries.
I know-
I've dated literally
I
thousands of
don't
women.
think the amount
okay?
of countries you've been to has anything to do with your
I've
body count.
traveled to countries to date.
Okay.
I've been. I lived with an ex-girlfriend in Mexico in fucking
and
small
I-
town. Like I've
I
had
have-
experiences with dating from all over the fucking
I have
world.
no problem with your
You
body
haven't.
count. I have nothing to do with that. The problem that I have is your view towards women with the same standards as you.
It's not standards though, because a girl who has the same standards as me would have high standards for life. My goals is make millions of dollars, travel the world, hang with the bestest of friends, fuck supermodels and fuck lots of them, and hook up with lots of hot fucking girls. Because why the fuck would I want to date monogamously? Why would I want to date a girl? Like, look, in order to become a high status guy, it's a lot of work, and then you're gonna have a lot of dating options.
He doesn't want to date monogamously. No one. If you're looking for a relationship with someone who only wants to date you, he's not the guy. Public service announcement.
Models, please
No.
only hook up with them
Models
once.
only. Models only. But if you're only willing, if like all your other model friends are willing to sleep with him, please. But other than that, public service announcement, he's not interested.
Who are you talking to? Are you talking to guys right now or girls?
No, I'm
talking
talking to
to
the girls
the
you just
girls.
addressed.
Okay, so yeah, like I think that's pretty logical, and that's advice I would give to my fucking sister. You know, it's like if
Okay,
the guy
to his
you're-
sister, to his
the,
sister.
the guy you're fucking, if he doesn't want to date you monogamously, it's because he's fucking other guy or he's fucking other girls, right?
Yeah, but the thing is like if he doesn't want to date you monogamously, like he might like you, and his standards are like low enough that he'd fuck you, but like you can't fuck other guys. It only makes sense, right?
Look, I think everyone in their life is allowed to have things exactly.
But girls
As they
can't.
want.
No. Guys
No,
can
no,
have
no.
things exactly how they want. but
Look,
girls
if you're
can't.
a girl and you want to go
girls can
fuck
as well.
lots of guys and you want to have a 500 body count, go for it.
You
But
just won't date
You're
them.
allowed to fucking be judged, right? I make content like this. I put it on the fucking internet for
But
people
like
to see.
I'm sitting.
I get
here-
judged all the time. I get
I'm-
hate
no,
comments.
no,
I get
I'm
death
sitting
threats.
here- I'm sitting
right?
here-
I get
no.
death threats. I've had death threats from
Guys,
social media.
Your Instagram
right?
has 300 followers. I don't think you're getting death
okay,
threats over this
my
podcast.
My Instagram is 300 followers. Okay, sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I have 100,000 fucking subscribers on YouTube. I have 100,000. Okay. I get 500,000 views a month on my
All
fucking
his
YouTube channel.
subscribers.
I think we're
please
going in
let me
circles
know
here
your
because
thoughts.
you
Mm-hmm.
obviously have your own opinions about this, right? Like you don't want to date a girl who has a high body
Yeah,
count.
there's
That's on
nothing
you.
wrong with
That's
it.
okay.
I
don't
that's like
think
saying I have to date a black girl. I don't like black girls. I would never date a black girl. I've never
Why
dated a
don't you
black girl.
like black
I've dated
girls?
Asian girls because I don't find them attractive, and that's not racist. It's an
like
opinion.
all of them.
I've
You
hooked up with
don't-
black girls. I've had sex
You
with black
don't
girls.
find them attractive,
But
though?
you don't find
I've
them
never-
attractive, but you'd fuck them.
I've never met a girl.
But like even if they had
who
all these
is-
ambitions, if it don't, because obviously you're sexually attracted to them if you fuck them.
No, I fucked black girls. I wasn't sexually
Did
attracted
you
to.
finish?
I would like. I'm trying to remember. It was a long time ago.
No,
It's been
I
a long
assume
time.
you did.
Oh,
I
okay,
assume
so I
you
went
did.
to
I don't think you
Ethiopia.
last that long.
I'll joke aside. I went to Ethiopia to pick up girls. I was in Spain. My buddy Brad, shouts to Bradicus. He was like, "Yo, let's go to Africa to pick up girls." And I'm like, "Brad, I'm not going to Africa. Fuck this." And he shows me a picture of a hot black girl with blue eyes.
So you were attracted to her?
when they have your
No, he showed you a picture,
Of course.
and
Yeah.
you were attractive enough to agree.
Yeah, so I'm like, let's go to Ethiopia. So we went to Ethiopia.
So therefore, you were attracted.
We
to
went to
her.
Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Okay, we're exploring the city. There's not much to do there. Not much sightseeing. There's like one fucking bar. It was really run down in third world. Okay, and we went on Tinder. There's girls there and whatever. I'm like, Okay.
And you match with them, obviously.
No, I match with everybody on fucking Tinder. Then I look at who's.
So you have no standards.
No, that's not how it works. Again, you're fucking delusional because you're a girl. You've gone to hit on 100 fucking times tonight. I don't think you realize
It's
what
not
it's
my
like to be
problem
a
you
fucking
didn't get hit
guy.
on.
I had a threesome tonight. I had a fucking threesome,
When?
right? Before coming here. That's where I got the drinks. Matt texted me. I was literally in the middle of a fucking threesome, and then Matt's like, "Yo, come to my place.
Where
We're
are
gonna film a
they
podcast." One of them was here, and she left, and the other one's in my bed at home down the street.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I had a fucking threesome. I get fucking lit all the time. I had a foursome last week with 3 girls. Right.
Oh my God, you're so cool.
No, I'm just trying to make the point.
I'm telling you, you're cool. I don't see what the issue
Oh my
is.
god, dude, this girl's actually retarded. I think this girl's actually retarded. No offense.
Okay,
No offense.
let's make
retarded.
Is that offensive?
let's make sure that we
I don't
really
care.
like broadcast this everywhere that he just said that word and use that
That's
in a
fine.
way to describe
I,
me.
I also said I don't like black girls. You know,
I think
but I'm
we-
allowed to have my look. We have in Canada to a certain degree freedom of speech. We're allowed to have opinions.
We're not saying you're not.
We're allowed to have opinions.
You're
You know what I
allowed
mean?
to have
Yeah,
opinions.
but
We're
so
allowed
I'm
to
just keeping it real.
criticize them too.
That's fine. And in the same way, if a girl has sex with a lot of guys and has a very high body count, I'm allowed to think she's a fucking hoe. You know what I mean?
Because you're a
and
hoe
not
too.
date her.
But
but I agree I'm a fucking hoe.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. If I said I'm not a hoe and I said I'm a wholesome individual and I'm a wholesome man who, 'cause even though I've had sex with a lot of girls, like I'd be fucking lying. That'd be bullshit, right? That'd be bullshit, right? I've cheated on girlfriends. I've done all kinds of horrible things when in a
You're
relationship.
really
Like
making
I've
yourself seem like a great guy here.
my goal is not to make myself seem like a nice guy or a bad guy. I'm just being real. I'm just being honest, okay? And I'm just trying to come to the conclusion that if a girl hooks up with a lot of guys, she's a hoe. If a guy hooks up with a lot of girls, he's a hoe too. He is a hoe.
But it's okay for a girl to date him, but it's really not okay for a guy to date her.
I never said that, but I'm saying
you did
if
say
I have a
that.
buddy who's
we
fucked,
can rewind this. You did say that.
if I have a buddy who has maybe he's hooked up with like 10 girls his whole life, and his girlfriend's fucked like 300 girls.
yeah.
Like my buddy's fucked 10 girls, his girlfriend's fucked 300 guys or whatever, right?
So in the reverse,
I would judge him. I would be like, you're a fucking loser. I want to be your fucking
So
friend.
you wouldn't date a girl that's fucked 10 guys?
I would date a girl. Yes, I would date a girl.
So
fucking
it
guys.
wouldn't be okay if her friends judged you.
It doesn't matter because I'm a fucking guy. I'm for a man.
He's a guy,
For
so
a
it's
man,
okay.
yes,
No,
it's
no,
true.
no, no.
It's
Look,
not
I think
sexist.
we, no,
It
no.
is biology and facts.
I completely agree with you.
Biology and facts.
No, I completely agree with you. I think we should just like revert all of society back to like, I really truly believe that we should just like revert back to like before women had the right to vote and stuff like that. Like I would really.
See, I never said that. I never said that.
You're right.
That's taking it to the
I don't
extreme.
see what the issue is. Like I'm sitting here agreeing with you. I think.
Again, you were free to do
I'm agreeing.
anything you want.
No, I don't
and there's a
see- I
reason.
don't
There's
see
a
what
reason
your
you.
problem is with
You
me.
there's a
I'm
reason you
agreeing
have a
with
zero body count. There's a reason you haven't hooked up with any guys.
Okay,
because
so
you
you're-
haven't found a guy who's good enough to take your fucking
And there's
virginity.
a reason why you have hooked up with over 300 girls because like
they're
any
hot.
girl meets you
It's also
soon.
Their
hard for
vagina
girls
feels
to have
good on my
sex.
penis.
No, the thing is
Feels
that I'm
amazing.
agreeing with you. I think women shouldn't have rights. You know, like I think we should all just like revert back, and women don't have an opinion.
I think the
they
only
should
people who
just-
should have rights
no, I think
are
they should just-
land-owning
no, I
males.
think they should just
Okay.
all sit at
Joke,
home
joke.
and cook and clean for you, and not sleep with that. But like you can go sleep with whoever the fuck you want. I don't
See,
care.
again, I never said that.
No,
Putting words in my
you
mouth.
did say that.
I never said that.
We can rewind this, but
Yeah, if my girlfriend wants to stay at home and cook and
Whoever
clean for
has
me,
to edit
I'm not
this,
gonna
I'm
say
so
no.
sorry.
that's okay. But if she wants to sleep with someone else, that's not okay. But if you want
No,
to,
if my girlfriend wants to sleep with someone else, she's a fucking whore and she
she's
can
a
get kicked
fucking
out.
whore. But if you don't,
She
it's
get
fine.
kicked out.
Okay, now you're just
What the
making
fuck?
fun of
Guys
her.
have different standards. It's just it's just because guys have to meet different criteria. So if you wanted to hook up with someone else, it's fine.
No, but here's
if
the
the
thing.
girl that's sitting
Guys
at home
can't
cooking
do
and
this.
cleaning for you
Okay,
and taking
'cause
care of you,
you're
if she
talking
did
about-
that,
you're
she's
talking
a
as
fucking
if-
whore. I'm telling you. No, I'm agreeing
You're
with you.
talking
She's a fucking
as
whore
if
if she does that.
She is a whore. If my girlfriend wants to fuck another guy, she's getting dumped.
And like
If my
coming from the
girlfriend
guy
is
who's
even
cheated
fucking
on
hanging out with
multiple
another guy,
girls. Fuck,
I'm
she's
dumping
a
her.
fucking
Straight up.
whore.
Straight up.
No, she's a whore. I'm agreeing with you. But like, if you went and if you cheated on her, then you're not absolutely not.
No,
like,
I'm a
no,
whore.
I'm
And
not
I
agreeing with
admit
you.
that and I accept that.
Okay, but it's
Right?
also hard
But like,
for girls
if
to have
she
sex.
accepts that she's a whore, that's not valid.
It's hard for
Absolutely
girls
not.
to sleep with guys too.
Well, that's
Because-
exactly what I'm saying. If a girl sleeps with a guy, there's an emotional commitment there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But like, not the other way around. Obviously.
No, when a guy
No,
sleeps with a
I'm-
girl, there's zero emotion.
I don't-
Because sex
Now, when
is
you fuck
different
girls,
for girls and for
The
guys.
thing is,
Well,
the
that's
thing is, I
exactly
really
what
don't.
I'm fucking
I
saying.
don't understand why
She
you're
doesn't understand
arguing
that
with
because she
me.
never
I'm
had sex with a
agreeing
guy,
with you.
Well,
so
okay,
she wouldn't know.
I don't know where this argument is coming from. I'm sitting here agreeing with you.
Can we take her mic away? I don't want
Do
to
you
argue with
want
a virgin.
it?
It's so weird.
No, women can't have opinions. You can take it if you want.
You're allowed to have an opinion, but I'm
It
also
just
allowed to
can't go
tell you that your
against
opinion's
yours.
fucking wrong.
The same way we're telling you
Your
your opinion is
opinion's
wrong. So
fucking
it's
wrong.
like a.
But my
But it's
opinion's
not
not
okay
wrong.
because we're female.
My opinion's
Okay,
not
well,
wrong.
now-
I'm fucking right, and you're fucking
No,
wrong.
you're just delusional.
I'm not delusional.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
You can't say, "Oh, my opinion's right." And
Okay,
yours
I
is not.
hate
Here's the
women's
thing.
rights. I
Here-
think women should lose
I never-
all
I
rights.
never
No,
said
no, no.
that. I
Freedom
never
of
fucking
speech.
said that.
Fuck that. Fuck freedom of speech.
I never
Like,
said women should lose
not
their
get-
I
rights.
think we're
Yeah.
losing
Most
track
of the things
They
I've
just
learned
shouldn't
in
be
my
allowed to
life,
sleep
the
with
skills I have, I
people.
learned from my fucking mom or my sister. My sister gives me most of my business ideas.
you know
My
what?
mom taught me how to do my taxes
I
and
should,
shit.
you know,
what I mean? I don't think women should lose fucking rights. That's
I
retarded.
think we should really show this podcast to your mom and sister. I think they'd really enjoy
They have access to all my
listening
content. My fucking I have my mom on Snapchat, I have my sister on
No.
Instagram. Do they like my content? Not necessarily, but I don't give a fuck because I'm speaking
Yeah.
my truth. I'm speaking what I believe from my life experience.
I really think that would you want your sister to date someone exactly like you?
Absolutely not. Jesus fuck. Are you crazy? Holy shit. Because you understand, I want my sister.
I am crazy.
I want my sister to like I don't the
So
thing is
you know,
I feel
you
so
want
bad.
your sister to have standards.
I feel
But if
so
any other girl has standards,
bad
it's not
for
okay.
girls
yeah.
dating because it's like you want a
It
high
seems like
status
you
guy.
really feel bad for them.
You want a high status guy, right? But the high status guy
Doesn't exist?
why does he want to settle down with you? No offense. Why does he want to settle down with you? He could settle down with 5 other hot girls. Again,
Okay, no, tell
Let's
please,
say,
no,
dude,
no, I'm really interested. Please tell me why.
a
he
man
doesn't
who
wanna
makes
settle
7
down with
figures
me.
is good looking, attractive, drives a nice car, is suited up, looks good, carries himself with a high degree of class,
And you do
has
that?
high communication skills. I make bank. I make a fuck ton of money. I live in a fucking $3 million penthouse.
Where's all the other things?
What?
See, that's the
I
thing.
I got a nose job in Mexico. Do you know how many girls
Oh my
want
God, he's got a nose
Do you know how many
job in
girls want to
Mexico?
fuck me after I got a nose job? I was almost offended. I'm almost offended.
You know what? That's
I
the
feel
first thing I look
objectified.
for
I
in a
think
guy.
we
is
have a
his
different
nose.
opinion of what
You know,
a
it's like he's got a
high-value
nose
guy
job
is.
Okay,
in
where's the high?
Mexico?
I think that's
Hold
the
on.
thing.
That's
You guys
where
can't
we
talk at
go.
the same time. It's gonna not sound like anything in the mic.
Okay.
Hold on, 1% at a time. Hold on, can we just? I want to talk to Sam for a
Yeah,
second.
no, you can take it.
Sam, I want to hear you out now. I'm gonna hear you out. I'm gonna hear you out.
Okay, I've just noticed that a lot of like
Mm-hmm.
traits that you mention when we talk about high value men, for you, a lot of it is based on money, right? Like bank, you have to make a lot of money. And
It
like
is
how
not
much you
necessarily
can
based on
spend.
money. It's based on the way you make the people around you feel.
And he
Well, the thing is, like
obviously
I
has
think
all those things going for
every
him.
time that we talk about this, it just keeps going back to money, and like I make this amount of money. I
I
have
think
this
I
job.
mentioned money probably a couple times, but that
Well-
wasn't the core of what I was talking about.
Okay,
I think we
then
should
what's
rewind
a
this and play a
high-value
clip
guy
of
again?
every time
because
he
I
said
feel
the
like
word
you
money.
mentioned like 7 figures and a good
Okay,
job and
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about a high value man in general.
Right? Yeah.
I'm talking about so
That's
again.
what I'm talking about.
He sounds like him
let's
himself.
let's look at. Look, I think value is very subjective because what you might consider high value, another girl might consider low value. What you consider low value, another girl might consider high value.
Well,
But men
I
and
think
women
you
aren't
But I'm talking
considered
about
the same thing.
over-
High value.
Say again.
Men and women aren't allowed to consider the same
We
standards
value
as being
different
high or low
things.
value.
And also people in general.
But who's to say
can
that
value different
they
things.
value different things?
So you're telling me you have the same values as me? No, you don't. You clearly don't. I
Absolutely
love Donald
fucking
Trump.
not.
You fucking hate Donald Trump. I don't want to date a black girl. You'd probably date a black guy.
You should probably date Donald Trump. I think you guys would make a really
I
cute
fucking
couple.
would. I totally would.
You know what? I think that
Hold
would
on,
solve
Sam.
everything.
I think
Sam, I wanna
think
hear
we've
you out,
figured
though.
this all
Hold on,
out
hold on.
now.
Can we just-
I think
can-
we've
can we just,
gotten
like,
to the
sh-
root of the
no.
issue.
I want to hear something. Can you stop it?
I want to hear
ask-
my mic.
to stop him.
I've told you multiple
No,
times. if
Sam,
you
I want to
take
hear you.
this
I want to
from
hear
me,
what you
I
had to
don't
say.
need opinions.
I want to hear what Sam had to say.
Well, the thing is, you keep saying that we value different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But every time you talk about men and like high value men, you kind of generalize. Like everyone
Mm-hmm. Okay.
has the same view of high value men. Like it's because
I'm talking about women in general. They value a man who's ambitious,
Generalize everyone.
confident, charming, probably a certain degree of good looking, makes more money than them. Like, I don't know, if you're dating a
Ask
guy.
if they agree.
would-
Ask if they agree.
like, if you're
I feel
dating
like
a
you're
guy,
speaking for women now.
if you're
ask
dating a
if they agree.
guy, would you rather him make more money than you or less money than you?
I wouldn't care. Like I want to be
Okay,
independent.
would you rather date a guy who's ambitious or not ambitious?
It depends where his ambition is coming from.
Okay,
Like if
my-
he's ambitious
my-
because he wants to
yeah.
make money, then like that's his sole purpose
My
in life. Like he
value-
wants to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I don't want him.
Okay, let me ask you this. What do you find attractive in a guy? Or what do you find makes a man high value?
I think the first thing is respect. And it goes both ways, obviously.
Okay.
Like again, like if he had a high body count, if he had like a dark past that he doesn't want to talk about, I don't care. Like as long as he wouldn't judge me based on what I've done in the past or like what I've gone through.
Okay.
And we would just have to agree on a lot of values in general. Like a lot of things, like obviously right now you've been having this argument with Mackenzie. You've been getting very heated. I would not be able to have that
It's
in
a heated debate.
relationship.
Okay.
No, I don't think
I
it's
would
debate.
want-
I've just been repeating whatever he's told me.
Well, obviously you don't agree.
And
on a
he
lot of
doesn't like the
things.
sound of it coming from someone's mouth other than his own.
I don't like delusional lack of experience.
Okay.
You know what I think is crazy is like when people have no experience. It's like trying to fucking.
No, I'm not speaking.
like,
from
you have
my
a degree
own
in
experience.
mathematics,
I'm just
right?
repeating what comes out of your mouth.
You have a degree in mathematics.
I do.
So the thing is, let's say you want to work in a field of, to be a mathematician. You want to work in that field of study, right? And someone wants to come into that with zero fucking experience and try to take your job.
But I'm not trying to take your job. I'm not trying to.
No, I'm not saying that's what you're trying to do.
I'm really
but
not
you have
trying
no
to
experience.
sleep
You've
with over
never
300 people.
You've never hooked up with
No,
anybody though.
No, I'm not. I'm not speaking from my own experience. The only thing I've ever done is repeat the words that come out of your mouth. And for
That's
some
wrong.
reason,
You've been very opinionated.
No, I've been opinionated on my own. I haven't tried to criticize your view on it. The only thing that I have criticized, I haven't criticized your body count. I haven't done anything like that. I'd have no issue if someone did that. The only thing that I have criticized, and when you try to project your views on women.
No, I'm projecting my views onto my dating opinion and my dating.
But if a woman has
standards.
the same opinion, it's not okay.
There's tons of girls out there who would never date a guy who's a high body count, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. She's not obligated to date a guy with a high body count
But
at all whatsoever.
no, because
In the same way, a guy should not be obligated to date a girl with a high body count. In fact, if you're gonna date someone monogamously, you should definitely make sure they check off all your fucking boxes. Right?
I agree, which is why I haven't.
Well, there you go.
Okay, here's a question for you.
Mhm.
If a guy wants to learn about dating,
Sure.
wants advice on
Okay.
how to get girls,
Mhm.
is it better for him to get his tips from like a man or from a woman?
Would you ask a fisherman to
I knew
catch
you
a
were
fish,
gonna come
or would
up
you
with
ask
that.
the
No.
fish?
It's different.
Right?
It's very different.
Because here's the thing. If you want to learn how to be a physicist, are you going to learn it from an accountant or are you going to learn it from a fucking physicist, right? So if you want to learn how to fuck a lot of girls, go hang out with a guy who fucks a lot of girls and ask him what he does to being a lot of girls. Now, if you want to learn how to have a very healthy
But apparently, the girls
monogamous
he's fucking,
relationship,
he wouldn't date.
yeah, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to learn how to have a healthy monogamous relationship, go find someone who has a very healthy long-term monogamous relationship. Like, go find your uncle who's been married for 25 years or whatever, and he doesn't fight with his wife, and ask him what he did in order to find a wholesome woman who he's had a stable 25-year relationship with.
But he could fuck as many bitches as he want. But if his wife did, she's a fucking whore.
I like how we keep coming back to
fuck
that.
that bitch. Fuck that bitch. She's a fucking whore.
What's wrong with this guy? So, again, if they agree to a
please tell me
relationship that's
otherwise.
polygamous, where the guy fucks other girls,
Yeah.
but the woman doesn't fuck any other guys, then that's fine.
polygamy. The guy
That's
fucks
called
whoever
polygamy.
the fuck he wants,
I love
but
polygamy.
the
I think
girl
polygamy.
doesn't.
I wouldn't even consider myself
no,
polyamorous.
I
I
would
consider
like-
myself polygamous.
Okay,
I have
yeah.
2 girls
No, I
right
know.
now who are exclusively seeing me.
But
They
you
don't hook up with anyone.
exclusively
No, of
see
course
them.
not.
That's
What
the
fuck?
definition of polygamy.
No, I have
right there.
threesomes with both of them.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
think
you
we
can't
should
see anyone
normalize
else,
that.
though.
I think we should
Polygamy.
normalize that as well.
One more
think-
No,
question.
we should really
Well, okay, hold on.
normalize.
If both the girls are okay
women
with
not
it,
being able to do the exact same thing. as men.
you know what's funny? I
No,
never
no, no.
asked these girls ever once to date me exclusively. They both individually, one-on-one, told me, "Hey, I want to only see you. I don't want to fuck anybody else, and you can hook up with whoever else you want." One of them told me that you can hook up with whoever else you want, and I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna cockblock you. I'm not getting your way. I'm like, cool,
Yeah.
thanks, awesome, right? The other girl actually did try to pressure me into a relationship, and I told her, "You're not my girlfriend. You don't get to tell me who I can and can't sleep with. I'm not dating you monogamously, and I never will."
No, and like that's fine. Like, if you don't want to be in a relationship, whatever. But it's the fact that, like, if a girl had the exact same views as you would view them as less of a person because you told
No, I never
me
said I'd be
No,
a
you
lost
didn't.
person. I just said I
Just
wouldn't date
wouldn't
them.
date them.
you just wouldn't date them.
I'd be
Yeah,
the
it's just a
friend.
dating
But you would
preference,
value
Mackenzie.
no.
I've
but
hung
you
out with
would
girls who have over 100 body
but
count.
your
I've
standards
had
for
sex with
dating
girls
a
with
person
over 100 body
are
count.
based on who they are as a person.
Yeah, of course.
But I think
Of
the
course.
thing is,
But like, if someone has the exact same views as you, you would value them as less of a person.
No, there's no viewing less of a person,
the
Mackenzie.
thing is,
No.
dating
it's just-
preference
it's
comes
just a
from
preference.
somewhere. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
not just a thing.
just
that
because a girl has a
happens.
high body count, we don't think less of them.
Are you sure? Because
No,
I feel
no,
like
no.
Some of our- some of our-
I just wouldn't
Some of
date.
our
No,
best friends.
No,
you
he's
could
told
be
me
friends
he
with
wouldn't
someone you
date
don't
someone with a high
respect.
body count.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I think.
No,
also
it
that.
does.
just mean I wouldn't
I
date them.
highly respect.
I also wouldn't
all the
date
girls we're
most.
friends
Well, then why
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
you
date
So someone that
most
you
girls
highly
I
respect,
hang out
why
with.
It's just
wouldn't
a
you date
preference.
them?
I wouldn't date most girls I
Where's
hook
that
up with.
preference
First of
coming
all,
from? Like, yeah,
I
I wouldn't
just-
date most girls I hang out
that
with.
is.
I don't know,
If you're gonna
can I
spend
have a
your life with
preference? Like-
someone,
Guys, this podcast episode is like hours long. I gotta go to bed.
okay. Go to
This,
bed.
I don't think this is going anywhere.
Go to bed. Just know you're wrong. Your opinion is
Whoever
wrong.
falls asleep last is wrong.
No, but yeah.
I mean,
like,
right.
Are we allowed? Are we not allowed to have preference in our dating?
You're allowed
choices?
to have preference, but there's a difference between preference and a double standard.
No, there are double standards that benefit women and
No,
benefit men.
I'm pretty sure most of these double standards that you're describing benefit men.
Yeah,
Okay, let me ask
but
you this.
there's
Please,
also
please,
double
one
standards,
double standard that
Mackenzie.
you've mentioned tonight that benefits a woman.
Mackenzie, there's also double standards that benefit women all throughout history.
No, I'd really like to hear about them.
What? You want
No,
to start?
no,
It's
no.
a-
You
it's a-
just told me there's double standards that benefit women. I'm just really curious about what they are.
that benefit women. Okay. I don't know, should I even get started? This guy, like, the most dangerous jobs in the world are taken over by men.
But that's because of men.
But there's like
They were the one who decided
your job's
that men
really
were better at
dangerous.
that.
And
No, I
also-
agree. Your job's
Who's
really
they?
dangerous.
Who's they?
And
Men
also
in history.
Okay.
in most countries,
Give me an
let's
example.
let's an
Give me an
example.
example.
Mackenzie,
No,
You can't
I
say men in
think-
history.
I'm pretty
There's
sure
no
as of
women
right now we're in
volunteering to
Canada.
go to war. There's no
Mackenzie,
fucking
Mackenzie.
women
Because they weren't
volunteering
allowed
to go
to
be
back then.
construction
Justin,
workers.
Justin, let me say. How about
No,
the war in Ukraine? Men aren't allowed to leave their
As
country.
of right now, I'm like
Women can.
I'm like as far as like I
What
know,
the
I'm
fuck
pretty
is
sure
that?
I'm in Canada right now.
I'll tell you why.
I'm
because
pretty
in
sure
history,
I'm in Canada.
women
So
weren't
isn't that a
allowed to
huge
volunteer.
benefit
They weren't
to
allowed to go
women?
to war. They were
Women can be
seen as the
construction
weaker
workers right
sex.
now. Women can be construction. My brother works in
Well,
construction.
now, but I'm saying like
My brother works in
historically,
construction.
they weren't
There's not a
allowed to
single
volunteer.
fucking woman on his job
not-
site.
no,
because
I'm just
historically they
saying-
weren't allowed to do those
I'm just
jobs.
saying, let's-
so
They
were,
still don't.
Yes, no,
We're
they
not
are,
about
but
historical. I'm
it
talking about
takes
today.
a while. It's not like a thing that just changes overnight. Like you let women work there, and now every woman is gonna go work in construction and go to war. Like no, it takes a while
It
to
takes a
adapt
while.
because
And
honestly,
it's
for
like you're
so
talking
many
about
years,
this as if it's ancient history. It's very, very recent.
Very
history.
What is recent?
like 1980s.
Okay.
Like the fact that there's people alive in this world today that did experience that.
Okay. Sure.
Like I would say that is very
feel like
recent history.
we
That's
see those
still,
events as,
a
like-
society, but I think it's not fair to try to compare your experience to people who have dealt with much worse, especially like you speaking about Ukraine and stuff like that. I don't think it's right that you should be able to take the experience of someone that has dealt with that and compare it to your own.
But that is a double
experience.
standard, though. Do you agree?
It is a double standard.
But we're
No, I
saying
don't think it's a double standard.
It's
I
not a
think
double
it's
standard
someone's-
that men are not allowed to leave the country.
what we're saying
No,
is
that
those
is.
double
I'm saying it
standards
And
were
women
set
can.
by
doesn't apply
men.
to you.
Like from the beginning, those double standards. Were
I'm
set
saying
by
it
men.
does not apply to you.
It applies to men.
It applies to men. It
set
does
by
not
men.
apply
like,
to you.
It's your fault. Like
If,
we're
I,
in,
if
no.
I lived there,
And
it
you're
would
a
apply to me.
virgin, so this entire
That's
podcast
still-
doesn't apply to you. You know what I mean? You can you can find evidence here and there, whatever, to prove your delusional fucking point of view, but it's fucking wrong.
No,
it's
I am-
fucking wrong.
I am-
1 + 1 = 2.
I am losing brain cells in this conversation.
Yeah.
and this is
All right,
going
let's
back
wrap it
in
up. Let's
circles.
wrap it up.
Do you
All
think
right,
you're ever gonna
You're
get
right.
married?
You're right.
Do I honestly? I
You're right.
fucking hope I get married.
Everyone's
I don't
Everyone's
think it's gonna work. I think we're definitely.
We can go to
Probably
sleep
married
thinking
twice.
we're
Probably
right.
married twice,
End this right
realistically.
now
I was
and
engaged.
actually go to bed.
I was
Justin,
engaged
end it.
twice,
End it.
bro.
End it. End it.
All right, guys, leave a comment down below. What do you guys think?
Now, at the end of the day, we love you guys.
Yeah. I love you guys.
Justin's trying to
Guys,
start a
too.
conversation.
Just,
Even though
you
you're
would
wrong.
love me a little less if I slept with more people.
Yeah, it's true. I actually, well, when you told me you're a virgin, I was like, I
No.
respect that. I'm like, damn, I respect
it
this girl
has-
most in the room.
We are never
But
gonna
after her
agree, and
talk,
that's okay.
But, like,
after I heard
Yeah,
you talk,
Mackenzie.
I guess you changed my opinion. I guess body count doesn't fucking matter because Jesus
Mackenzie,
fucking Christ.
By the way,
holy
Mackenzie,
fuck.
There's not a lot of like guests that have like fought Justin this much. So props to you. You're probably
really
one of
proud
the
of
most
that.
like fucking.
I gotta give you respect.
courageous.
You're feisty.
You were great.
You're
No.
feisty. You're fiery.
Spoke up.
Damn. No, seriously, I don't think I've
I
ever
can't
had a
wait for
debate
all
like this.
300 followers to hear this.
A lot of angry girls are so happy with you right now.
Thank
They're
you.
like, oh, I've been waiting for
Yes,
this.
to all the females out there, you're welcome.
All right, guys. I'm Justin Marc. We got Matt Levine here. Make sure to go follow us on Instagram. It's with the Wingman Podcast on Instagram. Make sure to go check us out on Apple, Spotify. What other platforms are we on?
Everything.
TikTok.
Everything. We're on TikTok.
We're on
We're
TikTok,
on Instagram. We're on
Instagram.
Spotify. We're on Apple. Podcast
Google
Don't take
Podcasts
it.
or
as
Google
well.
Podcasts.
Any dating
Go
advice,
follow
but-
Matt Levine at
Sorry, what'd you
Matt.Levine
say?
on Instagram. Go follow me, Drunk Justin 2 on Instagram. And I will, that's what I fucking thought. That's what I thought.
All right.
And we'll see you guys soon.
To me.